Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and right now it's all about the gentlemen because we know that, of course, yesterday it was all about the ladies. Right now it's about the men, about the guys, about the muscled up men who will be duking it out in the land of dawn and who will be trying to take each other's heads, right? With an axe, with a sword, with a spear, of course. Anyone goes with what he wants to go with, right? Because we have Unbroken UA playoffs. And the schedule is looking hella juicy because we have Manticores and Itami for the first one. And then we will have Boars Gaming and Boars Valkyries for the second one. So today it's the day of the third place battles. As I said, Manticores against Itami, Boars Gaming against Boars Valkyries. So the second one, much more emotional, but we will get to that in a bit because right now it's all about Manticore and Itami. And first roster is, of course, Manticore. We were saying that they keep switching guys. I feel like we see some new and some familiar faces. It's Vordy, Angry, Unicron, Revenge, and Insig. Or maybe they just have a new haircut. That could be it too. Yeah, looking fresh and sick right there, on the right. This is the squad of Manticores, and they will try to do as their animal counterpart does, stab them with the poisonous tail, and try to kill them afterwards. But Itami, they will not make it easy for them. We have Paradox, Mahito on top, Dante, Shishenji, and Lin. Of course, some new faces out here as well. But some familiar ones there, right? We know Shishenji, we know Dante. So those are the staple points for Itami. And they were moving things around. Definitely much less than Manticores, I feel like. But moving things around quite a lot. And I remember last time when I was casting... I'm not sure if it was me or Alice, but of course, the folks that have tuned in would probably know. And we were saying that a big problem of some of those teams is that they keep switching players. They don't really have the time to properly acquaint the players with how they want to play it, really. And also, if there's a coach, then the coach is constantly working with moving pieces, and it's kind of harder to get the team identity. But right now, it's two teams that kept switching the chess pieces, moving them across the board. So, who's to say? Who's to say that it didn't work out this time, right? Because as I said, a lot of new faces all across the board. So let's see how well they were able to prepare. We are opening with the draft, of course, and Manticores are on the blue side for this first match. By the way, Tommy on the red side, of course. What is thinking? What's he gonna do? By the Revenge has a nice, quite nice spot he's playing at. Like he's playing in kind of a nice spot, I have to say. Oh, 7 seconds. They thinking about it's a guy. And yesterday with Mio, we were saying it. He was saying it mostly, and I was listening, right? And he was saying that Akai is a really strong board, a really strong piece on the board, and you need to really respect the guy. So I'm kind of surprised that they did not go for him as a first pick, but probably it's really similar stuff to why Bakshia has never been that often picked up as a first pick, because then you have a good tank, but you want the tank with something else as well who can deal damage. Akai alone is probably not gonna carry your team if you don't have the carries that he can support. So from what I understand, that's the idea. They feel like it's a better side, the better side to pick Akai or a hero like that is the red side, where you can pair it up immediately with someone else. Whereas the blue side, it's more a standalone pick kind of angle. I feel like Juxin, Mio was hyping her up. Let's be brutally honest, he always hypes Juxin up. He probably loves the hero. And it's Baxia, by the way. So It's Akai's little cousin, or maybe bigger cousin, depends how you look at it, really. Um, they have him. They have him, and teams quite like this guy. Usually, the chance when Bakshi is at least like close to playable, teams will try to pick him up, and for a good reason. Baxia is able to clear superbly fast compared to other tanks. Also, he has a decently strong early game, which is not usual for the tanks, because usually the tanks have not terrible early games, but they want to get on top of their like first or second items, so they are hella tanky. It's really hard to deal with them. That's where they spike, kind of. But Baxia, he's different. Super fast clear, great level 1, level 2, level 3 ganks. Not the craziest ultimate, but you know, it kind of makes sense because the rest of the kit is superb. On the other side, we have Estes, which is a spicy one for me, and we have Barats. So a big beefcake in front of Pyrodogs who will be tanking it all up. Well, for Itami, they should be probably thinking about the marksman for their last pick before the second ban phase, because I don't think so that if they don't get the marksman now, and especially since this is super smart, by the way, from Monticourse, because right now their opponent can go marksman, but then they ban mid lane, or they go mid lane and then they ban marksman. So really smart move from Monticourse. I quite like that. Itami in a pickle, they go for Kimi, so they prioritize the mid lane, of course. Kimi can be swapped around, so it's still there in the air. They could do that. Of course, then you would have very high amounts of magical damage. So I'm not sure if you want to go for that. Favos being picked, or rather crossed off the checklist, he will not be played. So why do they really don't want Favos there? It's making me think. Because their heroes, they don't really mind Favos. Like, okay, he can go into the back line, and yes, he can get on top of Kimi, but their heroes don't really have many dashes. Their heroes are not really scared of Favos' kit. So it makes me think that they either want to go a dashing XP laner or a dashing mid laner. Are they trying to go for Selena, maybe? Because that could be quite interesting if they went for that. And it's kind of seeming like it, because Selena could be good into Gorge. She can snowball off the mid lane. She can also really easily deal with Moscow. And Favos, he's kind of profiting of the fact that she has so many dashes. He's gonna be stacked up super fast. Ruby being banned. Okay. Alright, Ruby. That's quite the opposite of what Favos usually represents, or rather what Favos is good into, where Favos is really good into heroes who have a lot of dashes. Ruby is really good into heroes who don't really have dashes. So her ult can be utilized to the max. So kind of interesting. Okay, they go Lapu. Lapu is fine. Lapu can do quite a lot. He can also CC immune the Spear of Misery from Unicron, so that's there. The only problem I see is that Baxia has the innate anti-heal, so Lin will have a tougher time to sustain himself. The last pick for side of Itami. 2 more picks for Manticores. What do they really need? I mean, they hop in, they explode someone. I think Alice XP. Alice XP can be crazy good. I really like that. Atlas could work too. But I don't know. Yeah, actually I like it. I think he can deal with Estes really. Okay, Yujong. Yujong is fine as well. I think he fits the comp. So far, the draft, or rather the draft from Manticores, is decent. I quite like it. Itami trying to fix their own draft with the addition of Melissa, which can help, but I'm not sure about the Yujong, because he will fly in anyway. You don't really have any tools at your disposal to deal with him, so he will always be in the face of Dante. He will have rough time. But still, you have the secondary carry, you have Kimi, so it will be harder for Anger Breeze to just clean up, wipe your whole backline. It can work. If you look at both of the team comps, we can see much stronger late game in the sense of Itami, where they basically have the double marksman team comp. Whereas for Manticores, it's more like a mid lane kind of team comp. Don't get me wrong, Moscow is crazy in the late game too, and Gord is decent as well. But the rest of the comp, it spikes a lot around the 2-3 items. That's where they shine the most. So they definitely want to utilize that as we go into the first BO3 of today. Of course, it's Varn 1X on the desk. For Unbroken UA playoffs, we have today the battle of the third places. And the first battle of the third place will be taken up by Manticore against Itami. By the way, quick recap for anyone watching. If you want to know how the standings were in the Group B, that being the group of the male part of Unbroken UA, Itami on 2 points, Manticore on 4 points. So Manticores are going into this clash as the favorites, because when they met sometimes in the past, Manticores were able to win out straight. Not all of the times, but they were able to win a couple of those. Vordy. Oh, Vordy, what are you doing, mate? Vordy, oh my, you lose this big chunk of your HP bar. Luckily for Vordy, he was able to clean the wave, so he's not really missing. He can recall quite easily, that's fine. Oh, is this an invade? Shishenji kind of flying in. He has his gun charge up. Revenge? Why are you walking so close, mate? Flickering out. And Mahito. Mahito got the purple buff, by the way. There is Anger Breeze, but Anger Breeze... Newsflash for ya, you don't have your ult yet. Okay, a lot of damage is there. Paradox is not really healing that much. Shishenji trying to get some kills in retaliation. Not really succeeding though. Unicron with a 1v1 on Dante. I don't think he can quite finish the job. He still has the flicker. Whereas Dante, he burned his Inspire. So in the terms of battle spells, Unicron will be winning out. Also, he should be winning out during the laning phase. Dante is there really for the late game kind of stuff. Anger Breeze getting the gold crab, or rather the XP crab. Lin trying to clean this wave. He'll be successful in that. Anger Breeze, by the way, dropping the prio that he possibly could have had on the lane. And Itami is making the first move, which is surprising. Oh, Yu Jong is actually making the second move, and not a minute too long. He is going for the back line. Petrifies there on the mid lane. Shishinji, oh my. Mahito got killed, and there is Lapu Lapu getting killed as well. Manticores with a great double kill pickup for themselves. There is Unicron barely dodging out of here. Shishinji. Can Shishenji get that? He's definitely trying to do it, but there is the stun. Shishenji, you cannot reach that far. Your gun is too short, but maybe you get revenge. And you get the kill on Atlas. So at least a patch for their wound. Lin will have to deal with the turtle. Pushing up onwards on the top side of the map. Itami should not really have went for that, because their marksman cannot join in. She is super late game. Oh, is he really going in? God damn, Unicron, you fear no man. Okay, Barrett's being left there. Kind of for his own devices. SOM into the wall. He doesn't move. He's just dead. Mystic Gush even on top of it. The flicker. I don't think that was necessary, Vori. I think you kind of wasted that. Dante with re-engage, but they don't have the damage. Shishenji and Dante, they are just tickling the guy. Baxia, I don't think he even noticed that he was getting damaged. Corrosion site for Unicron. Interesting. But it makes sense, right? Because, oh wait, Vordy, you don't have your flicker, mate! What are you doing? You're dead. It feels like Vordy wants... Oh my god. This is just brutal. I would love to say that Manticore's played it right and Itami, or rather Dante, was out of position, but is it really out of position when revenge flickers on top of your face? Kinda hard there. Oh, bravest fighter into the traction pool, and Denkrabri is gone! He could not even ult! Revenge running away, but this time Shishenji has his blaster and he is gonna hit. This Stormtrooper is not like from your typical Star Wars movie. This Stormtrooper hits his shot. Mahito getting the turtle for his team. And suddenly Itami are kind of equalizing in the goal. Not really there yet, but compared to where they were like 1.5 minutes ago, this is a tremendous difference. Lin will clean up the wave. 0-1-2, so far Lapu not really doing anything crazy. By the way, there could be a crazy play. If they can succeed, but the problem is Vordy is there. Oh, Unicron, he has the dash. You cannot really get him like that. Okay, half. Oh my god, Foreman, knock-up, revenge! Doing it again, even without a flicker. There's the eat. Mahito getting the trade as well. But dying for it. 2 for 1. I'm not really sure, and it's 2 for free. By the way, it's 1 for free because oh, Shishenji. Okay, they immobilize there. Revenge. She's trying to run away, but the blaster doesn't quite reach there. He needs a range modifier. But the problem is, Lin died on the XP lane side of things. Mahito died here. Dante died too. And look at the gold difference. Manticores are so far doing exactly what we. Oh my god, Lin. Oh my god, Lin. Just like that. 1/3 of his HP left. Dante, what are you doing? Dante, you should not have been there. What did you do? Dante, that was not it. He needs to farm. Dante is playing too aggressively for the plan that his team should have. Okay, okay, into direction ball. Great combo, by the way. Unstoppable. And Baxia is trying to make a little bit of a longer rumble out of it. Mahito getting pulled back through the Atlas ult, but now Linsik will pay for it. Lenchikron 2, by the way, ranging slashes. Oh, it's a shutdown for Mahito. 3-man stun, by the way. Very nice aiming there for Vordy, but that's the only thing I can give him. Because it was after the fight. Didn't really change a thing. Okay, he hit 3. Decent, but he needs to do it next time when the fight is still happening. Oh no. Vordy, you did it again, but this time he has the flicker, so he gets out. And there's the num 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 num, and he spits him out. And they one-shot him, Mosuke for Shishenji, but Vu's here to protect him. Mahito's trying to stay in front. Shishenji still shooting his blaster. He's fine. For a bit, I thought like they are just gonna roll over Mahito, go for Shishenji, go for Paradox, but that's not really what happened. They stood their ground, and they were fine. By the way, Turtle, of course, pushing again. Mini Lord, you could call it. Oh, traction pull. Okay, into the... Oh my god, Shishenji, don't do this! A lot of hope lies in the hands of Shishenji. He needs to be really, really careful with how is he moving, with how is he playing. Because if he makes just a single mistake, I think it could be destructive, super destructive to how Itami are supposed to play this game. Because Dante, he is really far behind. He's gonna be really far behind for a really long time. He needs to farm back up. Oh no, Len. And is the... I'm surprised it didn't happen. Okay, Len. Jumping backwards, actually. Line Shaker not connecting. Raging slashes. Lin stands his ground. He's fine for now, but not for long. Mr. Gash finishes him off. Lin is dead. Traction pull completely misses. And Revenge is there for the fun of it. Moving out. Mahito. Melissa moving from the top side lane, top side of things. Dante, be careful. Don't jump in like a madman. We talked about it. DHS for Unicron, so now he shreds the tanks as well as the squishies. I'm not sure if he has the golden staff yet, but I don't think so. I think he should be building towards the golden staff at this point, not have it at this point. Because if he would be on 3 items right in 9 minutes, that would be super rough. Okay. The Lord Dance, of course, so the Moscow ready on the bottom lane. Anger Breeze, and he goes for the backline. Dante getting one shot. Can he? Yes, he can stand his ground. There's SOD, and it connects. There's Paradox healing everyone up. Mahito still alive. Anger Breeze in the backline. Anger Breeze getting killed. It's one. It's two. It's a Lord. It's as well. Double kill for Dante. And suddenly he's back in action, trying to go for 40. Lane chasing him as well. Insig trying to run for his own life, but he is getting chased by 5 folks. Great play from Itami, by the way. This is where Estes shines. The team fights. He healed so much. Look at Paradox. He has been at every single kill. 10 assists. Mahito, you're a big chungus, but be mindful. You can get burned down. After all, the meteor wiped out the dinosaurs. And if there is one guy on the side of Manticores who looks like he could do something like that, it's probably Vordy. Insig scouting the place out. Corp recalling, by the way, kind of low on mana. But this means they are just giving... They are not giving it. Okay, that's surprising. I feel like Itami could have went more aggressive, because they had the info that Vordy is gone. They knew he's not really there. But yeah, this is completely uncontested. This is superbly free. You can maybe get even 2, because Anger Breeze is there alone. Of course, you don't know that for sure, but now you see Anger Breeze, and there's the chomp! And the spit out into the CC lock in Anger Breeze, getting bursted down. He could not even click his ult button. And you get a second tower as well. Lin, by the way, recalling. I don't think he gets there in time, but he's there for the defense, so you still have holy shields. By the way, Dante completing his golden staff. Right now, I think Unicorn should have his own as well, so the marksmen are... honestly online. Both of them have their core item spikes. You know what? Maybe... Oh yeah, Unicorn is ahead. He has the Malefic gun right now. So, wait, does that mean that he has golden stuff as well? I would really love to see the items, because I didn't quite catch it last time I saw it. It would be super important, because if he has, then the next fight is his own show, where he is the main character and cameraman as well. But if he doesn't, if he's on the same items as Dante, well then Paradox will be very, very crucial. Paradox, don't face check, you are still squishy as this. By the way, it's surprising that they have 2 marksmen and just Barats in front. Of course, they also have Lin, but a couple of the fights he wasn't even there. Though Barat super tanky. Revenge getting pulled in. Attraction pull. Blade armor completed for Insig. So he has that. He's gonna be able to, you know, hit back. Oh, we have the golden staff. This is very, very important, because Moscow is actually 2000 gold ahead of Melissa. Ooh, that's really spicy, because the next fight, if it happens, and Manticores should be forcing that. Yes, go for the Lord, try to force the fight happen, because you need to do that. Okay, you go for Mahito. That's not really the target. Don't go for it. He flickers out. There's the SOD. Is he gonna go for it? Moscow is thinking about it. He's waiting for the right moment. He's there. He's back there in the face. Is godlike for Shenji though. Mahito getting killed. There's still Unicron doing a lot of damage in the backline, but no, I don't think he chose the right moment. And he did not have the help of his team. Vordy trying to run away. Lin kind of getting this seat for a bit. I don't know what will happen. Shenji, by the way, getting killed through the blade armor. So that came in clutch. Itami winning out the team fight, even though Manticores had a great spot to play from. I'm really surprised it unveiled like this, because I was fully expecting Manticores to just roll over them, destroy them, but Shishenji, he came in clutch. He did everything. Damage, CC, movement, peeling his teammates. Shishenji played this fight super, super well. Insig, he doesn't want to let his Lord alone, and there is SOD, and it connects. Dante getting healed up by a bunch, but it's not enough, because they can deal his HP bar 3 times. They don't mind. Killing spree for Insig, and they chase onwards. They try to go for the top side lane. Lin, half HP there. Lin still has the shields. He has the raging slashes. Oh, but he doesn't have it no more. Right now, he gets healed up. Oh my god, the heals from Paradox. are insane. They get a double kill. She changed through the sky piece and he's chasing for more. He is triple kill. Can he get more? He's trying to go for Yu Jong. He's over the wall, but she chases him for the more. He's trying to get that. He gets a maniac. He almost even got a savage, but Bordy, he was too quick for his own liking. He stunned him up. He finished him off. Ooh, this was an exciting team fight, I have to tell you. Well, do I even have to tell you? I think everyone watching probably knows it was quite exciting. Shenji having a maniac? Wow. This is what I've been saying, by the way. I've been saying Shenji can go crazy. He has the hero for it. It's not just about Dante. You can one-shot Dante, there's Shishenji. And one-shotting both of the marksmen is kind of hard, because if they're playing it smart, if they are being wise about it, then they can stand on different parts of the game, or rather different spots of the map, just close by, but not in the same spot. And then it's really hard to one-shot them, because Mystic Gash can only aim at one, and Gabrice can only go at one as well. So, okay, traction pull, missing. Of course, Shishenji trying to fish for something. Maybe too soon to do that, because with the respawn timers, I think this is kind of the moment when you want to go in. You cannot really get revenge. It's too fast. CC immunity and all of that. Wardy trying to fix the top side lane. Do they get a split slow push, rather? I think they should have done that. I think if they let it slow push, since they control the top side lane, also Moscow is going for the bottom lane, they could buy time, they could play for time. They decided against it, which of course is one way to do it, but then their window is kind of smaller, and the minions cannot even get the tower. Or can they? Or can they? Wait, can they? Oh, the minions got the tower, and the teamfight is happening as well. Right now, there's Mahito. Ward is stealing the Lord, actually. There's a backline action happening, and also the front line, too. Shishenji is still alive. You need to leave Shishenji if you want to win this teamfight lane. With the line shaker, there's a knock up on Dante. Shishenji is there. He gets a second one. He wants to get the third one. CC immunity, keeping them alive. But Manticores have the Lord. Unicron, by the way, for Rose Gold, Meteor pick up. Itami are playing with fire, but Shishenji, he's playing very, very well. The problem is that Dante is not really having the best time of his life. He's kind of the one that's being focused. Even though that he probably doesn't really do as much damage as Shishenji, and they are burning a lot of stuff on Dante. They are going for Dante, which is one way to do stuff. Of course, you kind of have two options. You can decide, okay, let's go for Shishenji because he's a bigger threat, or let's go for Dante because he's easier to kill. Dante, no dashes, no purify, or rather, okay, he has dashes in his kit, but he doesn't have a flicker, he doesn't have a purify, so no defensive battle spells. So the HP bar should be smaller because he doesn't have the shield from Bloodwings. 100 seconds for the Lord. 100 seconds for the next Lord. The game is so close. I honestly wasn't really expecting it to be this close, so this is really spicy for the things to unfold like that. By the way, Unicron swapped out his shoes for the Rose Gold Meteor. He also is rocking that Wind of Nature, so he has quite a lot of defensive utilities for himself. By the way, Winter Crown for Paradox. So a Holy Crystal, so the heals are bigger. He can also survive when you jump on top of him. Smart itemization from Paradox. Oh, Insik. Almost getting caught in the traction pull. Insik, you maybe went a little bit too deep. No, not really. It was a bait. Mahito getting blasted. Is he gonna get healed up? He's trying to get healed up. There's a Dreamer knockup. Front line is there. Shishenji killing. No, Shishenji dying. Dante is there. And now Dante has to carry. If he's supposed to win this game, Angry Breeze knocking them up. But now Dante is ready to rock and roll. He's trying to kill them all. He's ready to do the damage, but he's getting burned himself. Dante, Lin, and Paradox survive for a bit. Insik. He tried to look for the healer. He knows that he needs to cut the head of the snake, but now Dante had the moment to shine, and he shined. Double kill for Paradox, of course. He stole that. That's kind of what roamers like to do. Oh no, Dante dash out of it. He did. Mr. Gush not really able to finish him off. Pardex, by the way, burning his own ult to keep Dante alive. And this is the problem. This is the problem I've been talking about. If you go late game, Estes is crazy. Also, you have 2 marksmen. So for Unicron to play those fights, it's super hard. So Anger Breeze kinda not really having the craziest game of his own. He has 287, of course, level 15, all of that, but I don't even think he has a full build, which is... Oh, he will try to stall. He will try to look for that. He will maybe even try to steal it. 9,000, 6,000. Can he get it? Verify. Unicorn got it. They stole the Lord. They need to run now. Raging Slash is for lane. Dante getting killed. Vordy finishing him off, but he is getting eaten up now. There's Paradox. Angry Breeze falling down. And Vordy needs to run. Surf out, Vordy, or your team loses anyway, because no one's there to protect the base if you die. Oh my, Manticore's able to clutch it out. They get the lore, they get a kill on Dante, and now they are going onwards into the opponent's base. And I have to say, at this moment, when Dante is dead and he has been traded for Anger Breeze, you could maybe be thinking, all right, it's kind of bad, but it's not really as bad, because Itami have only one carry right now, and that is Shishenji. If Manticores, every single member of theirs, just piles up on Shishenji and they are able to kill him, they got it. Can they do it? That's the question. There's the knockup. Oh no, but there's the Purify. Paradox keeping his own toes intact. And there's a team fight. Everyone's in everyone's teeth. Killing spree. Unicron tries to go for the back line. Or rather the back door. But this was the front door. Everyone was expecting you. The dog has been barking. The police has been called. So you could not succeed. Insec run. Insec run. With a tail between your legs. This was not in Manticores. They tried to strike when the iron was hot. But didn't really work out. Unicron, by the way, swapping back to the Venom Nature. I don't really know what he had before. Or maybe... No, he had to sell it for something, because he had it. He also had the Rose Gold Meteor. Shishenji really trying to go for the tower. Not doing much damage, but, you know, trying to get it. Ah, he got it. But wait a second, can they really close out the game? Insig, he needs to clear the wave. There's a direction pull. Yujong trying to buy some time. He's trying to go for the second lane of minions. Second wave, rather. Insig, can he kill the minion? Okay, the minion is dead. Anger Breeze, I don't think he counted too well. Okay, he's there with a crazy flight. Forward, petrify, forward, knockup. This is it. Manticores are coming right back. Shishenji's still alive, but he is getting mauled. Left and right, shut down for Unicron. He gets a double kill, he tries to go for more, he tries to chase further, but he cannot reach them. Wow, what a flank from Anger Breeze. Everyone expected him, everyone thought that, oh my god, they know about him, but no one. Unicron is chasing, by the way. Dante, no! There's the Venom of Nature, it's on Dante as well. Unicron not really doing damage to his opponent, he neither to him. Reaction pull on revenge. And is this going to go back into a lull kind of state? Maybe not. That's close, by the way, being completed for Unicron. Anger Breeze picking up a Hunter Strike for more damage, which is surprising. Usually at this point of the game, you would like to go more tanky, but Anger Breeze, he has a different idea about that. And, you know, maybe he's correct, because Revenge is a tank. Insync, even though Baxia can do damage, now it's not the time anymore for him to be doing damage. So maybe it's the right way for Anger Breeze to itemize. Chest spot one, Unicron again swapping for the Venom Nature. This could possibly be the last team fight. Winter Crown for Vordy. This could possibly be it. Manticores and Itami fighting it out like man. 23-minute long game. This is the first match of this BO3 battle for the third place of the side of the male side of Unbroken UA. Wow. Wow. This is ballistic. The Lord is moving onwards. He is on his way to the base. Itami. They have only one tower left standing. They already attacking the Lord. Lord is getting damaged a little bit. Shishenji. Okay, Shishenji kind of burning through that big HP bar. Manticore's going for the mid lane tower. They know about it. And now they click the buttons. They push the big red button. They go in. It's the Black Dragon form trying to find the right targets. But I'm not sure if he was found or if he did find the target. Unicorn trying to go for the back line. Back door, rather. No, he cannot get it. Mega go for Shishenji. And right now, everyone's falling apart. Angry Breeze getting killed too. Revenge is the next target, probably. Revenge still alive. Revenge run. Revenge run, because if you cannot run, you will die, and your base probably with you. Itami, wonderful defense, and Manticores doing it again to themselves. They tried too hard to close it out, and now look at them. It's 3v5 and super hard spot to be in. Forensic, Revenge, and Vordy. Right now it's all about Vordy. He needs to play precisely well. He needs to kill the minions. He will try to do that. He's the Mystic Gash. He cleaned the wave. He has Winter Crown. Okay, Mahito is dead, by the way. Link maybe going a little bit too deep. Raging Slash backwards. The tower is still there, doing a lot of damage. Paradox is getting killed. It's a double kill for Vordy. Revenge getting killed. Winter Crown swap happening for the jungler. Insect still alive. Not for long, though. Double kill for Shenji. Shenji flying out. Vordy, can you hit him? Vordy, can you hit him? Yes, you can. It's a shutdown for Vordy. It's a triple kill. Can he get more? He needs to clear the wave right now, because now 9 seconds. He has the immortality still there. He doesn't have the cooldown. He tries to go for the minions. He gets respawned right now. Mr. Catch for the minion wave. Can he kill them? Yes, he can kill the minions, but can he defend the base? They get swapped out. They get respawned. Lid is dead. Right now, nothing to it. It's a double kill for Unicorn. It's a wipeout. Manticores are back in the game. Can they close it out in time? The minions are on the top side lane. Can they reach that in time? Can they reach that before the minions get killed right now? Half HP on the base, Chris, so I think the minions can just do it alone. Angry Breeze will try to help them at least a little tiny bit. Can he at least hit the base? Yes, he can! Manticores coming back, clutch, at the last moment of this match. People, you have to give me some time to process this, because usually when it's a two-man desk, you know, you can rely on the second caster to kind of relieve you out of there, and you can breathe in, breathe out, and relax. But today it's a one-man mission. It's a solo queue for me on the caster desk, and this match, it took so much out of me. It was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It kept going there and back and forth, and it went crazy. I am so happy. This is how the first game of the BO3 for the third place is happening, because this was so much fun. And I know that there is even more from where this came from. Itami on the left side right now. Still losing out in the end. Really, really unlucky. Manticores on the red side. What will the draft be? Red being banned, okay. Estes being banned, respectable. I understand that. Definitely understand where this idea comes from. Oof. This is rough, by the way. Because if this was like a BO5 and this is the first game, then you can kind of, you know, relax in this second game and then try to come back in the third and make a reverse sweep. But you have no time to rest. That's the problem. Because if you lose this one and you are Itami, you are cooked. You will lose, the series is gone, Manticore's third place. So you need to lock in. You need to lock in again, immediately get freshened up. We almost didn't have a pause between the games. So, oh, Gufra being banned, by the way. Does that mean they want to go for something jumpy? Or is it more so a prio ban, or rather target ban? Could be both things. Depends. But I'm kind of surprised by Kufra being so high on their list of bans, because I don't think he was banned in the last series, Ral's game, in the first match of this series. So I wasn't expecting this. It looks like Itami were not expecting this either, because they are thinking that there's a, well, what do we ban? Okay, Moscow, decent ban. Moscow has proven himself to be pretty annoying, pretty... yeah, a great late game carry. Matilda being banned, alrighty. Is that telling us they want to play... well, what is Matilda good into? She's good into dive comms. Oh yeah, they want to play a dive comp. Pardos, by the way, Marcel first pick, so that's secured for them. Alright, Minotaur. And what else? Freya? Because Freya would make a lot of sense. Matilda cannot really pull you out. Yeah, but there's the problem of Marcel. It's really smart from Itami, because I feel like Manticores really wanted to play a dive comp, just engage, go for the backline, but now it's kind of hard, because there's a guy who can stop all of you. He stuns you with Clamor. Okay, Jukshin. So it's more of a front to back. Oh, it wasn't picked up. I thought the Minotaur has been locked in already. So it's a Grog? I mean, Grog and Jukshin can work pretty well. Belric, okay, Belric is the guy. First things first, play Flicker on the Belric. I'm a big hater of Revitalized Belric. I think it takes a lot out of the hero. I was really... this is a hot take, so hate me all you want, but I feel like Belric without a Flicker is like a Lapu Lapu without a Flicker. Kido being picked up. Shishenji locking in Yi for the mid lane. Unicron thinking, what's he gonna do? Was he gonna pick up? Because Moscow is gone, so he cannot go that. He needs to think about a different marksman now. What's that gonna be? The marksman also has to be kind of safe, because there's Paquito. We can be thinking Hanabi or Clint, because Clint has tremendous range. By the way, just a quick story from my ranked games. When I started practicing Paquito, which is some time back, it was even before the changes happened to him, so last season, and kind of far back, I think like 2 months. I've been having the most trouble with cleanse. So I feel like if my experience is anything to go off of, Clint could be good. Because the problem with Paquito is that it's kind of the problem with auto dashing heroes, where probably people that heard me cast a couple of times know that I like to say that the heroes who have dashes are much more deadly against heroes who don't really have dashes of their own. Because if they have an opponent who has a dashes of their own, then their dashes are not just used to close the gap, but they are also used to kind of chase the other dashing guy. So it's weaker in a sense. And this similar thing is of course happening to Paquito, but also he needs to be crossing a crazy distance, because if Clint picks up a Malefic gun, and I can promise you, he's probably going to do that, then Lin will have a crazy distance to cross, and if he even crosses that, then he's gonna get shot in the face with the slow, Clint is gonna dash out, and he's gonna keep shooting you from a mile away. So that's a problem. The lucky thing for Lin is that he has Marcel on his side, and Marcel can really help you out. Typically, the best move, the best approach would be for Lin to have a flank angle, go from the behind, then Clint tries to disengage from there, and Paradox locks him in, kind of in a scissor maneuver, right? In a pincer movement. That would be the best scenario for you if you are supposed to deal with Clint. And right now, you are the only two that can do that. Oh, Benedetta? God damn, Manticores are going wild at it. They are having a spicy team of their own. I am still a hater of the Belric without a flicker. I really hate it. Oh, by the way, this is a skin I don't really see that often on Balmont. By the way, I hope Balmont knows he doesn't have Retry, that he has the Execute. Alright, he knows. It would be really unfortunate. when it's the battle for the third place on Unbroken UA. You're battling for a chunky prize pool. You wouldn't have a red tree. Oof, that would sting. Dante, by the way, with Ixia, so they're trying to go for that kill box composition. The only one thing that's not really lining up is Paquito. Everything else can work super well. But what Paquito can do here is kind of prepare the kills, where he can hop in, and usually Paquito is trying to kill someone. He's trying to one-shot someone. But the second scenario where he's useful is where he chunks someone. And he doesn't even have to kill them, because if he chunks them, then they are under a threat of the rest of Itami finishing them off. So he practically gets them out of a team fight. So if he just does that, that can be also super effective.
Save my people from the demons.
We have both teams locked in, and this is a crazy game in the making, because neither of the teams have heroes. They just want to sit back, relax, throw their thumbs, and look into the ground and wait for like 20 minutes to get all of their items. Those are heroes that want to really do stuff. Okay, Ixia, more late game. Clint also a little bit more late game, but everyone else is there, ready to do everything in their power to get the game in their hands. We have a second match of the battle for the third place between Itami and Manticores. Is the male part of Unbroken UA. On the desk is Varn1x. I'm really happy you are watching. I hope you are enjoying the broadcast. By the way, drop a like, drop a follow if you didn't already. Drop a subscribe. Join the Discord so we have all the news. And you make me happy, One subscribe is one happy minute for Warren. So, help out the guy in need. We have rolled onto the Land of Dawn, by the way. If you didn't notice, guys. Oh, revenge, waiting in those bushes, trying to be deadly, trying to be sneaky with it. Vordy, oh, there's a taunt, by the way. Vordy immediately half HP. He gets the level 2. I don't think Shishenji can try it back. By the way, great start from Manticores, because their two heroes are not bad, but you would expect them to lose in the early game in the 2v2. Oh, Guinevere, great rotation. He's there, looking for revenge. They get it. Lethal is theirs. Paquito trying to chase for Benedetta. Benedetta, oh my god. She's getting punched. She's getting punched from her own screen. I bet Angry Beast even felt that on his own face in real life. How much damage he took there. Dante not really having the best time into Clint, which is to be expected. Ixia is not supposed to have the craziest laning phase. He's kind of there. Unicron. He used his dash. Still, no, he doesn't have the flicker. He might die here. But Paradox was too careful about Dante dying, so he rather played it safe. Paradox stunning up Revenge. Revenge not getting it. Dante getting the gold crab. Unicron 1/5 of his HP. Insick. Oh no, there is the Saber getting stunned. Oh, and Dante is out. So the first blood will not be happening, at least not here. It's a cheeky, sneaky 1v1. Nah, Anger Breeze is out. I thought for a bit he's gonna die, but he just got the level 4. He got out. There is the engage from Saber. He gets the knockup off. RWM, Mahito getting killed. It's a knockup on Tudo. And Insick dies for that. He dies for the play. Revenge as well as 3-man kill for Itami. Great start from their side. Vordy maybe even getting chased as well. There's a stun. Vordy flickering to the right side. Okay, Vordy is out at least. Angry Breeze in a 1v1. I don't think this is a 1v1 you want to take. Angry Breeze. Okay, actually getting out. Mojito on top. Finally, so. Oh, there is a 3-man kill, 3-man dive. Wardy got out. They thought he's dead. Nah, he is. It's a killing spree for Shishenji. This is not back and forth as we kind of thought it would be based on the first game. This is kind of more so just Itami rolling over their opponents. For Manticores, nothing's really working out, but I have to say, I really like that Revenge has his flicker. He can make the surprise play. But still, I think it's... Oh no. Kanker Breeze is out. Did he catch into his... Was it a knockoff of Mojito? Oh, Anger Breeze. Okay. Elect the final blow, keeping him safe. Unicron. Great poke. Oh, everyone waiting in that bush. Just ready to be unleashed. Revenge and Insec. In the meantime, their own purple buff is being stolen. I don't know if this is the right play, because I feel like they are maybe losing out on the gold. Of course, they are zoning them away. If they can get the tower, then it could be nice. Okay, can they get that though? Oh my god, Ixia, great ult, but she gets stunned up. Marcel posing the Volt team fight as we know he can. Oh, there's the ult, the Breath of the Dry, taunt heal, and Dante is killed. So this investment has been successful at least. Oh, Angry Breeze, so much damage in his face. I like the final blow, keeping Angry Breeze safe. Revenge running, Insec getting the kill, mega kill for Shishenji. He's having a time of his life, and I have always been saying, Shishenji, he is one of the carry heroes. Oh my god, Lin, he is doing so much damage. He's doing God's Spark. Low Vort, the crazy flicker over the wall. Vorty, he is a one sneaky rascal. He just always finds a way to survive. I know he died one time, but the times he did not die, was it like 3? Was it like 4 times at this point? Really good work. Unicron. Half HP of Paradox, better 2/3. Revenge quite down. Oh, Insec trying to go for that play, but is there the follow-up? Shishenji running away, flickering out. Insec cannot really finish the job. Vorty, by the way, getting killed on the mid lane by Mojito, and also Benedetta getting killed as well. It's double kill for Mojito. That's not really how you want to play it. Revenge getting chased away. Dante getting the tower. This is not really good, looking good for Manticore. And the worst part is that the team fights, which are happening big time and much more often in the later phases of the game, is where Itami is stronger than them. So Manticores will have it progressively harder and harder to find their footing. Oh, Lin, did he got it? I think he might have. Lin quick on his feet, great steal. Getting the bear cam, really nice. Insig with a face check, not the face check you really want to do, Lin. Okay, Lin. He knew he would need to flicker. By the way, I'm surprised he didn't go for it. Maybe because he didn't know where is the rest of the team. Maybe that was it. Angry Breeze. Insing waiting in the bushes. Half HP on the turtle. I think it will be without a contest. It doesn't really look like Manticores wanna do something about it. They more so need to scale up. They more so need to wait, kind of. Dante with a deep sea halberd. That would be a great addition to his item. Len, going in again. Angry Breeze, jumping around left, right. There is Breath of the Dry, but no, he gets stopped in his tracks. But maybe they can get at least one kill. No, Ixia, oh my god, Ixia is demolishing everyone. It's a double kill for Nante, and he's trying to chase for more. Paradox getting killed, but that's That's completely fine. It was a 4v5 and you get 2 kills out of it, only 1 dying. It's a roamer, Unicron. Oh, Lin, you went a little bit too deep. Right now you need to run, but okay, Lin is out. That's a surprise. I thought for sure he's dead. Mahito getting a tower on the bottom lane. Shishenji with a divine glaive. Mahito with a brute force breastplate. Great items for Itami. Mahito more tanky. Shishenji shredding through the magical defenses, which Manticore doesn't really have that much of, but any they have, they will get shredded. I might even be against the fact that Shishenji went for such an early Divine Glaive, because I feel like no one there is building the magical defense, because who is really gonna build the magical defense on their side? Okay, maybe Tough Boots, but Revenge, probably. But who else? Like, is Insi gonna do that? No. Is Unicron gonna do it? Probably not. Is Vordy gonna do that maybe as a last item? Is Anger Breeze gonna do that? I don't think so. So I find that kind of weird. I think Holy Crystal would have worked better, or maybe Lightning Crunch, and if he doesn't have that. But you know, they still win it by 5,000. Also, the thing is that if they don't get any more kills and it translates into a late game, then Manticore might start picking up some magical defense. Shishinji is ready for that. He already has the Divine Glaive. He prepared for that, so he will not need to resolve it later. Anger Breeze getting 1v1 by Mahito. It's really unlucky. You don't want to see Benedetta being behind. There are a lot of heroes on the XP lane who can play from behind. Benedetta, not one of them. Okay, there's the catch, but is there the follow-up? It's not really there. He's trying to go for Paradox, but Paradox is rover still. Insignis on the target, and Revenge getting killed as well. Manticores are in shambles. Nothing's working out for them. A little bit of a riskier draft, and this is what they get. They tried to go for Saber, but it's kind of the repeat of what we saw just recently on ESEL, where someone tries to go Saber, not really working out. Anger Breeze, okay, little risky, but she or rather Benedetta got the wave, right? Anger Breeze got it. I don't think this is it. I feel like the chance for Manticores to come back is very, very low, because their team comp doesn't really have the right weapons for this part of the game. If Anger Breeze was a tank or a fighter, okay. If Insig wasn't playing a Saber, but, you know, let's say Hayabusa, okay. But their team comp, how it is now, it could have been crazy, by the way, because Revenge, flickering inverts, Insig following through, Unicron, Vordy, Anger Breeze with Electro Final Ball on top of Breath of the Right. Petrify. Can go crazy. Okay, there's the Golden Hour catching two, the tower as well. Ixia, oh my god, the damage! Vordy getting immediately blasted apart. Revenge trying to flicker out. He is still, no, not alive no more. Monster Scale is 3-man defending against 6 members. The Lord is the 6th one, and they chase them into their own base. Base crystal is exploding, and it's gone. Done, dusted. It's 1-1. Itami equalized towards Manticores. Ooh, did someone expect that after the first game? I mean, maybe someone did expect it, but did someone expect them to be so dominant? Because I did not really expect them to be so dominant. I was like, all right. By the way, we can have a glance on what Insig was trying to go for. It was a Vorax. This is probably a Brute Force Breastplate, so a little bit more of a Bruiser Saber. But the problem is that no matter what he was building, it has not been working out. I wouldn't necessarily say that it was a problem of his items, because it didn't really even get to that. He was building the first item, which is a damage item, so probably it wouldn't really matter if it was a Hunter Strike or something else. Vorax could have been fine. I don't really believe that Hunter Strike would have made such a difference, because of course it's not your typical Saber build, which you know from your rank games. But still, I don't really think that was the issue. It was more so the problem of what you had and how you were able to play with it. And I have to say, Marcel is crazy strong. The Marcel stocks have never been higher, probably, because he is such a great tool, especially against those comps. And it's even more funny that Itami, they first picked Marcel, so you knew what you were going into, and you still went for a comp like that. And that's the problematic part, because when you see Marcel, you kind of want to play DPS, front to back, long fights, because he's gonna cancel you out. If you're trying to go for one quick burst, Marcel, he's gonna stop you in there. You are not gonna be able to pull that off. So going for a little bit something a little bit more DPS based, going for something some comp which doesn't really rely on their ults, something like, I don't know, Helda for the roam, Kimi for the mid lane, Terizla for the XP, you know, like heroes who don't really need their ult buttons. Because probably what's gonna happen is that you press the deadly ults, and what Marcel is gonna do is he gonna press his golden hour, and then your ults are kind of wasted because he pauses the team fight. Everyone has chance to react. Also, his teammates, if they get the shield, they get out. So you're just stuck there, pasted your ults. Now you cannot really do stuff. But if your ults were either lower cooldown or also not really that important to how the hero is supposed to be played and how they need to play, maybe that could have been the idea. We still have to see what really works best against Marcel. Of course, big range can be really good against Marcel, because if he has to run too far just to reach you, he's gonna burn all of his spells. And yes, he can do the golden hour for some range, but if you're just standing 5 kilometers away with guard mystic gushing into the rest of the enemy team, Marcel cannot really do much. If he doesn't flank you, if he's just running straight to you, he's getting hit by the blast. You also could have Ice Queen 1, so he really has hard time going through that. So that could have been something, but well, it didn't really work out. But you know, that's the funny part, because right now we will be having a full BO3. It's just the first one. It's a full one, so pretty juicy, pretty funny, really nice. Of course, if you are enjoying the broadcast, we would love you for dropping a like, dropping a subscribe, joining the Discord. It would make our day. It would make me happy, as I said, right? One like equals 1 minute of Varn being happy. So if you wanna do that, blast away. Of course, we are having Unbroken UA monthly course against Itami. This is the battle for the third place. Is the male part of Unbroken UA. After that, we will be having the female part, the female battle for the third place. You can see the players being locked in, thinking about, you know, trying to enjoy a little bit of relaxation before the real game happens, you know, before the last game happens. They're thinking about the draft, thinking what to pick. There's many options, of course. I feel like, especially after the last patch, a lot of stuff opened up. I feel like before that it was more straightforward. Right now I feel like it's more open. Baxia being banned out by Itami, so that's off the board, cannot be played. What Manticore will come with, though? Because Eve is an interesting first ban. Usually we see Eve being banned from the side of the red team, because Eve is a very, very good blue side pick. But probably Manticores didn't want to go for Eve, because we saw that a couple of times. But, oh, sorry, not Baxia, but the Rome ban repeating itself. Marcel being banned, so Itami understand the assignment. Kufra being the second Romer, right? Will they follow through with the same bans as the last time? Because it's definitely looking like that. And it would be quite a surprise to me, I have to say, because on the red side, it was making a little bit more sense. On the blue side, it's making a little bit less sense. But we saw Shishinji playing Yeev. He's been really, really good with that. So I understand it. We did not see really that much Kufra of Paradox, but I can imagine it can be pretty annoying. We saw some Kufras, so I can imagine that. 7 seconds, blue side. It's an Estes. We have the full ban repeat. I believe so. Maybe I'm mixing it up with the first game a little bit. Because I know Estes has been played in the first game. Yeah, it has to be exactly same bans as from the first game, which is funny. That's really funny. Of course, with a little bit of a switch up from Itami, because they banned Harit last time, but they didn't ban Marcel, so now they did. What's there? Was there as a first pick? Is it Favos? No, no, it's Matilda time. Oh, wait, that's what they banned. Yeah, Estes has been banned, but from the red side, from the blue side. But Matilda has been the last ban from the red side. So now she's open. They go for that. They need to pair her up with a strong mid lane, or it's not gonna work out. I'm calling Zatian. I'm calling Juxin. I would call Thief. Thief is gone though, so you cannot go this route. Balric, together with Paquito. Leomort. Akai, go Akai. He's open. Go for it. Yes, go for it. I think this is super strong. You have Matilda, which enables your jungler to go a little bit more tanky because you have Matilda, which will be able to add a little bit more of the damage. So you can kind of balance that out by a tank jungler. Bruno. Oh, we are going for the laning phase. Matilda, good laning phase. Bruno, good laning phase. They're trying to build it out. I'm surprised, though, they did not really go for mid lane. I know it's kind of open because only one mid lane hero being banned. Oh, okay. Okay, this is... I wanted to say it's smart, but I'm realizing just now that Shishenji or Mahito will have their option to pick, so... Or rather, Shishenji. So what Itami will probably do right now is that they will ban mid laners and they will pick better mid laner for themselves. Because yes, that pool is getting slimmer. Because Eve has been banned already. Gord is banned. They can ban one more. They will also pick one more. So there will be 4 bans of the mid lane. I feel like Valier. Valier can be really deadly if Manticores have their hands on it. Also, I have to say, I feel like Valier could be also good for the side of Itami. Okay, Valentina being banned, so no heavy spin steals. No, no Matilda ult steals. So that's not available to the side of Itami. But what is? Okay, Zatian being banned, I called it. I said Zatian could be a decent pick for Manticore, but they cannot do that furthermore. So what is the plan of Itami? Is it going to be the Valier which I mentioned, or is it going to be something else? 35 seconds. They are thinking, are they going for another mid laner? Because that would really butcher their pool. There would be no heroes left. And with the one pickup from Shishenji, which he's for sure going for that, it will be 6 heroes from the mid lane pool. That's really rough. I don't think you really want to go down this path. Yes, ban Barretts. They don't have the frontliner. They cannot do that. Or rather, they could have a frontliner, but it cannot be Barretts. But what's Itami gonna pick up for the mid lane? Some options still left. Juxin, of course. Valier, which I mentioned. He can really destroy Akai because Akai wants to go in heavy spin. Before he heavy spins, Valier can push him away if he's fast enough. So Insig would have to use his heavy spin button much sooner and just come swinging already. Okay, they go for jungle. They are waiting for the mid lane pick as last. Okay, okay, really tanky team. But this leaves Manticore with the choice of Valier. And I have to say, Valier is even more strong for Manticore. And also Sora on top of it. Oof, there is so much stuns happening for Manticores that Itami will have really hard time getting through. Really hard time to get through all of those layers. Because just think about it, there's Heavy Spin pushing you away, there's Bruno who has a dash of his own, there's Valier pushing you away, there is Sora pushing you away, and there is Matilda pulling her own teammates away as well. So there is so many tools to get from your range that it will be really hard. Of course, Xavier can make it a little bit easier to reach them. I've never been a big fan of Xavier though. And I find it hard to believe that this specific game will change it for me. Of course, we still need to think about that. Lin can just burst someone down, then Xavier can ult, and that either kills the guy or it forces him away from the team fight. Exactly what I've been saying when Paquito has been first picked up in this series. So they can still do that. There is still the possibility to do exactly this play. But other than that, I feel like they might be missing out on damage, because Belric can do damage, Frederick can do damage, but can they reach them to deal the damage? That's the problem that I see right now. But you know, Itami are thinking otherwise. Manticore against Itami. This is the battle for third place. Unbroken UA. This is the playoffs, and this is the male part of things. Manticore, Itami, 1-1. Who's gonna take home the third place? We will see in this upcoming match. Warren 1x on the desk. Paradox one shot in the wave completely. Shinji waiting in those bushes. Yeah, they know Lil is gonna spawn there. Fred is going for it too. Ball, have a taste of that. Ooh, revenge. Ooh. You need to think what you play in revenge. It's Matilda. She's not as tanky as other heroes can be. Lynn having kind of a nice time into Sora. Brody. Did he get the gold crab? I'm not sure if I caught it. Let's see who's gonna get the level 2 first. Yeah, I think Unicron had to get the gold crab because he is the first level 2. I might be wrong. Yeah, I don't really know who got it. They are both on the same level. Anger Breeze, Lynn. Maybe one of them got the first, the other got... No, it has been only one gold crab. I don't know what happened. It's so weird that both... Maybe he missed... Maybe he missed a minion. Maybe that could be it. Unicron, Dante, getting smacked. Lynn holding his own against Anger Breeze. Just to be expected, Lynn should have a decent lane before the ult. When ult hits, then Anger Breeze will become much more deadly. Fredrin, by the way, trying to sneak away the lizard, looks like. No, not really. He's thinking about the turtle. But can Itami fall through? Can they get the mid lane push and help him out? Because they are late. Yes, they are late. There is Insig. He has the heavy spin, half HP on this turtle. What's gonna happen? Lynn level 4, Anger Breeze 2. Lynn kinda had 2000 HP on the turtle. Who's gonna get it? There's a snipe. Mahito gets it, but there's 3-man knockup. Rather 2-man stun. First blood for Insig. Get ready to try to go more. And Lynn gets killed because heavy spin to the wall. He's pinned there. He cannot move. And it's a 2-man kill. Double kill for Manticore as they have a great start to the game. This is exactly what I've been worried about. Their draft is very, very strong. And for Itami, it's really hard to play it because he saw what happens with Lynn. He gets pinned to a wall by heavy spin. And what can he do? Paquito is all about that movement. Paquito is all about dashing around, getting the shields, bursting down the targets. Can you do that when you are stunned to a wall for 3 seconds? I don't really think you can. You cannot do anything. You're just there getting smacked over and over again by the pole, and you're thinking to yourself, why did I not ban a Kai? That's probably what was running through their head. Anger Breeze, of course, he will be always slower with the push. Oh my god, a lot of damage on Revenge. They still have Thief to bite back with, so Itami needs to be careful. Lynn, by the way, a cheeky rotation. He didn't really move, but he waited for Anger Breeze. He's now trading blows with him, and this worked out quite well for Lynn, because he just doesn't have advantage in the terms of XP. He also has advantage in the terms of having the ult. Anger Breeze, he needed to ult. Use it defensively right now. Lynn has the access to the XP crab. I think he has been getting quite a lot of those. I think this is probably a 3rd gold crab, XP crab that he got. Unicron. Be careful, my man. Insig. He's shown their hand. Dante with a dash and Dante with a knockup. There's a heavy spin into the wall and Dante cannot really move. And he's dead. Unicron getting that kill. Zasklaus for the football man. 10 seconds for the turtle. Is Unicron gonna join? Because he has a great wave state upon which he could really do that. But of course, it's really soon. I mean, it's a 2nd turtle. He could do that, but really comes down to what he prefers to do. He has Warrior Boots, 9000 HP on the turtle, getting reset. Mahito is there. Lynn trying to go for a play, but Lynn, no, that was not it. Knockout strike. He needs to flicker. He uses the movement speed to try to get out of the harm's way. Insig. Oh, a lot of snipes happening from Shenji, but he's hitting the turtle, not really the best target. Anger Breeze, he doesn't have the wall, he flickers out. Lane almost bursting him down. Anger Breeze now needing to run away. Paradox. Itami actually able to secure the turtle just through a nice movement. Revenge flying in. Okay, Eagle. Oh no, Revenge! Don't think too highly of yourself, Insik. Pushing them away. He has the heavy spin. He secures that. He gets slain as well. Insik doing a crazy work with the Panda Warrior. Insik 202. He's making it so hard for Itami to play. By the way, 1v1 on the bottom side. Unicron. Oh, Dante finished! Dante finished off by Unicron. He was able to actually get him. Vince all across the board for Manticores, getting the turtle, getting a kill on solo kill on the bottom side, almost pushing the tower. Okay, and Gabrice losing the flicker, that's fine. Revenge dying, yeah. But look, 2000 gold advantage. Though I see one thing, and that is it will be kinda hard to reach Xavier, because the only one that can really do it is Matilda if she helps you, and she can help someone out to reach, or Anger Breeze with a flicker, but no one really beside that. Oh, the snipe is here, Anger Breeze needing to ult, pushing back. Mahito stunning him up. He has the old charge out. Vordy, oh no, Vordy was in the bad moment, in the bad spot. Lynn, Anger Breeze getting taunted up by the breath of the right. Paradox finishing off Anger Breeze. 2 kills for Manticores being lost. Still getting the tower on the bottom side. Itami getting the tower on the mid lane. And Lane with a one-shot. Matilda, be careful, my lady. What are you doing? Revenge is thinking too big of himself. You're playing Matilda. I have to repeat it to you, dude. You are not as tanky. Mahito getting the tower on the top side. So Itami jumping back. Only 200 behind. Only 200 gold behind. That's kind of... You can ignore that. 10 seconds for the third turtle. 7 seconds for the third turtle. But I feel like Itami are just gonna drop it. I don't feel like they really wanna go for it. It more so looks like they wanted to clean out the map. They also have an advantage because they are having 2 more towers than their opponents. Paradox, Anger Breeze, and not really hitting. Thinking about it, but now he's getting caught between a hammer and an anvil. Anger Breeze getting killed, yes, by Paradox, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, but the heavy spin is doing heaven's work. He kills 2 just through the stun alone. Mahito running away over the wall. Dante, is he getting chased? Yes, he is. Insik, the Panda Warrior, is tanking it all up, but maybe a little bit too deep. Shishenji, oh no, Shishenji went back and he trades himself for Matilda, which I don't think is such a good trade for you, if you ask me, Itami. That could have been an alright thing to do, but like this, it's kind of a disaster. 1,500 gold difference again, and Insik tries to steal away your purple buff, which he gets. Mahito, he is not really happy about it. And there's the heavy spin. There is the heavy spin. And there's a problem. Every time when there is a hero like Freya, like Paquito, like Yujong, you know, those mechanical heroes who can do quite a lot if they are left to their own devices. Benedetta also. Those heroes, yes, they can do quite a lot, but if there is someone who can just spin them to the wall and spin for 3 seconds and they cannot really do any single thing at all, well then, it doesn't matter which hero you have. The only thing that matters is how tanky you are. Honestly, at this point, Lynch should just go full tank or really work on his flank angles. Because if he's not flanking, he's just getting pinned to the wall and he's just gonna die. Like it happened multiple times by this point already. Dante, by the way, with a malefic gun, so he will have more range at his disposal. So that's quite good for him. But Insik is such a tremendously scary panda. No matter who he pins to the wall, that guy, he's dying. Oh, wait a second. Paradox getting pinned to the wall. Just when I speak about it, Paradox, and he is dead. Malefic gun, by the way, complete for Unicorn as well. She's changing on the run. Right now, Mojito having a 2v1 on Revenge. Okay, Revenge getting killed, but it's just 1-for-1. It's a roamer for a roamer, but I feel like it's more deadly for Itami because they don't have the front line furthermore. Because Manticores, they still have that. They have Angry Beast, they have Insig. They can work with this. Itami starting up the lore. They don't really feel like it's not their time to shine. They feel like it is. Oh my god, the damage from Lin together with Shishenji. They were able to burst him down. Lin run away. Lin is still alive, but Insig with a steal on the Lord. He secures that. Dante trying to chase them away, and he's trying to get the kills at least. Angry Beast flying away with the old Unicron. Not getting hit by the snipe. Shishenji not hitting the snipe now. Lin, wonderful. Oh my god, what happened? Insig killing Lin? Why did Lin go for that? Lin, what did you do? You're level 11. This panda is like the final boss. He's like level 100. You are level 10 guy. Lin, that was tremendously disrespectful. There's the engage, there's the ult. Xavier using his ult defensively to kind of chase them away. Revenge with his ult getting popped. Vordy as well. Purifies used. Revitalize used. On the other side, not really that much stuff being used. So Manticore's in kind of a better spot. Getting the tower. Lord marching down onwards. To the bottom side. Oh, Dante, you are not in a bad spot. Rather, you are not in a good spot. Okay, luckily for him, Heavy's been not really catching him. Dante is still alive, trying to focus the Lord. 7,000 HP. Lord will probably be dealt with. But Dante will be missing his flicker. 0-3. 0-3 on Brody. That's not the kind of Brody you want to have. Of course, he has been buffed. Not for recently, like 1 month. I don't know how long it was, but I know he has been buffed. Decent buff. Shishenji going for the Vision Lantern, which is super smart, because that's probably the only way how Shishenji can become useful again when those later phases of the game hit. Because usually Xavier, he's good in the early game, he's good in the mid game, he's good when he gets ahead, but when his opponents are too tanky, he has too high cooldowns. And the problem with him is that Valier, he has kind of the same problem as he, but Valier has lower cooldowns and he can work better in those extended team fights because his kit is more built for that. Also, if he uses his ult, there's the burn extra, so he has more DPS than Xavier does. Also, he has his own tools to keep enemies at bay, so that's also very important. Whereas Shishenji, he's just there, like with Xavier, you just want to drop your combo, you want to burst down one target or get him low. But with Valier, even though you have kind of a similar problem, you don't really mind if the guy survives your burst, because you can just throw another ball and another ball and another ball, because the biggest DPS that Valier has, based on how his kit works, is in his first spell, and he can just spam that. For Xavier, the biggest burst he has is in the full combo, but that has a cooldown. 30,000 HP on the Lord. Half HP at this moment. Unicron level 15. Paradox thinking about it. He doesn't have the flicker though. Immobilized and Vordy. Half HP on the Valier. He popped his ult. And Revenge. Jumping left, jumping right, immobilized. Oh no, the backline. Lin again doing it. Flickering on the backline. Great play. Insig only hitting one with the heavy spin. He's completely out of this team fight. This looks very good for Itami if they can play their cards right. Vordy getting killed. Lin lurking in the backline. Angry Beast getting killed as well. It's a pincer maneuver. We were talking about it right now. It's happening from the side of Itami. Lin, go for that. Go for the fight. Lin, what are you doing? Why did you not join them? Lin, go in. Lin, go in! This is your moment. This is your time to shine. Just burst them down. Yes, get one, get two. Go for Unicron, get him as well. Yes, there is the finishing strike. There's the knockout strike. Double kill for Lin as Itami made their comeback. This was a really, really butcher team fight from the side of Manticores. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, don't tell me. No, they know about him. Insect, you do it once. You fool them once. You cannot fool them twice. Insect trying to get in there, but he cannot really. He's gonna use his heavy spin. He's trying to do it. He's trying to do it. He's beginning to believe, but they stop damaging the Lord. I don't think he can do it. 11,000 HP, Insect. You could not have done that. But I respect the hassle. I respect your try. I appreciate what you tried to do, but unfortunately for you, it's kind of late to make a good play, you know, because Itami were not in the best spot. Manticores, they had all the time in the board. Sorry, not all the time, but they had all the tools in the board to win the team fights. But Revenge, he burned his dash. Then Unicron got bursted down immediately by Lane. Wonderful work again by this Paquito. He has super hard time to play this game. I've been saying he needs to find a flank. He kind of did. It was really a flank. He kind of just flickered over the front line, but you know, if it works, it works. Lane, by the way, with a Malefic Roar, so even more penetration, even more damage. Right now, he's going to be one-shotting even more. He's fishing for 10 seconds for the flicker, so when he hits that, it's going to be go time. Manticore's able to defend this Lord, by the way, quite easily. Xavier with the poke. We're doing that much at this point. Oh, oh, oh. Unicron. Anger Breeze. Insect. Insect flying in with the heavy spin, but this was not it. Insect, you are too nervous. I get it. It's stressful. It's really stressful because you are winning right now. You are losing. But this is not the way. Insect, you need to be mindful. You need to find the right moments to strike. Right now, he doesn't have the ult. Insect, don't tell me he's gonna die. He's quite tanky, Panda. Half HP taunt. There's a fly in from... Oh my god, great play from Matilda, but is there a follow-through? I'm not sure. No, who the ref of the right stopping them in their tracks. Okay, the 3-man knock, but it's kind of late. There's no one to follow with. Unicron is there, left for his own devices, because he could not get through. Lin, again, playing the team fights wonderfully, and this is the end. Itami making a comeback. They were looking like they will lose, but right now they are just destroying the base crystal and they are winning the 3rd place. Welcome, the 3rd place spot to the side of Itami. They deserved every ounce, every praise you gave them. Itami are your 3rd place holders. You can glance over the belts. Paradox, of course, is the tank belt. Lane, yes, this is the classical stuff we see from Paquito in the competitive scene, right? Understrike, Queen's Wings, Deep Sea Halberd, probably going for a defensive item. That's kind of how you do it. Unicron, unfortunately, Vein of Nature has been probably used already, or I don't know what happened with Lin, or he didn't really want to go through him. Dante, in the end, making 4 kills for himself. This is really unlucky, because I feel like Itami didn't have better draft. It was more so they kept their cool, they found the right moments, and they came back. And Manticores, even with a superior draft, with a great Akai pick, with a great Akai early game to mid game, the late game was not working out. After that one butchered team fight, it was not it anymore. And Insig has been getting progressively more nervous and more nervous. Up until that point where he did not really perform really well anymore. It was like a completely changed guy where he was trying too hard to make a play happen. But with Akai, the moment of surprise is your biggest friend. And if they see you on the mid lane, and also they are not really in a choke point, and you run up to them, of course they will move out. Also, Fredden has a dash. So, of course, they are not going to get pinned to the wall. So, you know, I get why he was stressed. I get why he, in the end, started underperforming, because there was a lot of pressure on his shoulders. I get it. Also, Manticores were supposed to be dominant, at least from what we saw from them in the regular season. But that wasn't really the case. The case was much different, and well-deserved 3rd place to Itami. Well, right now, it's not about Itami. It's not even about Manticore. Right now, it's about 2 boars going at it, going against each other. purple boars against the flaming hot boars. Boars gaming females against Boars Valkyries. And here we have Boars Valkyries, Kitani, Lunar Slaver, Supra, Cecilia, and Miora. And you know this is a revenge story. Cecilia has been playing for Boars Gaming Females. They swapped her out. And you know what? I think she took it personally. We will see what can she do against her old squad. Tori, Luvia, Fumetsu, Xona, and Super Kaori, the newest addition to their team, of course, being the goal lane. This is the squad of Boars Gaming Females. You all know them. You all love them. But who's gonna make it through this gauntlet? Who's gonna get the third place? If we look at the results from the regular season, we can see that Boss Valkyries, you know, in Emer Diva, right? Yeah, holding their own. We know all of that. But if we are looking at Unbroken, right? That's the important stuff. If we are looking at Unbroken, of course, Food Falcons, yes, they are being on top. By the way, head-to-head, it's literally 10 and 10 points. Just a sneak peek for the grand finals of Unbroken. But Boars Gaming Females, 4 points, 12 games. Boars Valkyries, 0 points, 12 games. So stats-wise, we know who should be taking this one home. But the problem with those stats is that Boars Valkyries made it deeper. They made it into the top 4 compared to Boars Gaming Females, which only made it into the top 8. And that's, of course, one series difference, but it's still there. It's still difference. And Boars Valkyries were actually able to look competitive at some moments against Foot. Of course, they didn't look as good as Boars, which literally took a game off of Foot to esports, and that went super hard. I have to be absolutely honest. After that series, which Boars Gaming Females took upon Foot, I literally went to the DMs of Luvia and I was like, God damn, you went crazy. I literally had to type that out loud. I even like, OMG, 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 you went so crazy. And I think it was well deserved. But the question is, do they keep the pace? Did they, you know, step on the gas a little bit more? Are they even more crazy than what we saw, the appetizer against Foot? Or did they slow down? Did they kind of achieve what they wanted to achieve, right? Because it could have been the goal. It could have been like, all right, ladies, we won a game. We want to take at least one game off of Foot Esports to kind of prove that it is possible. Yes, we can do it. And then we will see. They did that. So was that their goal? Were they satisfied for now? And did they really expect it? You know, those are the questions going through my head, probably going through heads of a lot of others. We will see. Of course, the first game will tell us. Eve, by the way, being banned from the side of Boss Valkyries, Favos as well. Duvia will not be rocking the purple man. But hey, is this scripted? You know, like Eve purple, Favos purple. Is there a third purple guy? Like, are they gonna ban Moscow? Because if they do it, it will look kind of funny. On the other side, it's not really as thematic, right? It's Freya, it's Yuxin. They are not really fitting the. Oh, Guinevere kind of purple. Yo, are they listening to the broadcast? What's going on? Hey, what's happening? Yo. Nah, of course, I'm just messing with you. Of course, no one's doing that. It's just an interesting coincidence. First ban phase completed for the side of Boars Valkyries. Boars Gaming Females still have something to say about it. They are still missing one of the bans. Let's see what it will be. It's a Bakshi, okay. So they wanna go something that heals a lot. Are they thinking Leomort in the jungle? Because that's what I'm seeing from that. Okay, Marsa being picked up by Epic Phenomenon. So Boars Valkyries have a really strong anti-dive hero, which also is really good at dives. It's it's kind of intriguing that Marcel is good against dives, but he also can dive quite well. Paquito being picked up for Luvia, but I'm not really sure. Like, Paquito is a good pick, don't get me wrong, but the thing which I'm not really sure about is if Paquito is not really getting heavily countered by Marcel, because when Paquito wants to jump in, he has no CC immunity, of course, and also it wouldn't matter because Clemaris is just gonna take your picture anyway, but he's gonna get stopped in his tracks. He's gonna get his spells cancelled. He's gonna stop right in the spot where he lands, where he makes contact with Marcel. And it's gonna slow down his Vol combo. So I'm not really sure if it's the right hero. But honestly, Wu is. Right? Wu is. Wu could be the right hero. Yeah, probably what I've been saying before. Something more DPS heavy, something which doesn't really care about Balmond being picked up. Nah, it's okay. They just messing with us. Balmond could be for Boars Gaming females though. Because I feel like he really fits the bill. He's not really as bursty. Okay, yes, he has the true damage part, but he doesn't really need to just burst you down immediately. He excels at longer fights. Though the problem when I'm thinking about it, or rather the problem which I realized literally after I said it, is that against a guy, it's probably not the best idea, because he's just gonna push you away and you can spin all you want, but you're gonna be spinning into a wall, because I believe Akai has longer range on his spin, but even if he didn't have, he's just gonna spin you into the wall. You're just hitting Akai. Who cares? Carry being picked up. Ooh, my. That is kind of surprising to me, because usually when you ban Freya, it's not really go time for Carry, at least in my eyes, because I feel like Carry is probably the best hero at 1v1 in Freya, marksman hero. But no, they went Carry. Bruno being banned. Okay, so they are trying to make the best lane for Carry. Are we gonna see more bans being targeted at the gold lane? Are we not going to see that? What's there in the cards?
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Hilda? Alright. Makes sense. They need a roamer, you ban a roamer. What else would you do?
The clouds are ever shifting, but this heart remains
Sora being banned. They are going for the XP lane side of things. Oh, wait. I didn't really realize that before. It's a Kai XP? Is it a Kai XP lane? Because it definitely looks like it. Right now he's being picked up by Supra Backpack, and of course we know that Supra plays the XP lane for Boars Valkyrie. So is it really a Kai XP lane, or are they just gonna swap later? Because if it is a Kai XP lane, that's new even for me. Because I know a Kai jungle, that's good, but a Kai XP lane would be really, really interesting. Kaori, you want to play really around here. She's kind of your staple point. So a tank for a roam. A tank for a roam it will be. Also, Hylos works really well with Carrie, because Carrie, yes, she has that miniature dash of hers, but she also likes to run at her target, chase their targets, or kind back from her targets. And for that, Hylos is really, really good, because he can drop the glorious path away, you can run back, you can run forward, depends however you want. Of course, you cannot really run across, and I don't think you have the speed boost. Or do you? Do you have the speed boost and it doesn't matter wherever you are? Damn, I have to fact check that, because I'm almost 100% certain that the speed boost you get only when you run in on the, like, from the right side to the right side, you know? Like it's a treadmill. But I might be super wrong. I'm not a Hylos player. I hope I'm saying that right. Unfortunately, I don't have Scared here. He would be able to tell me all about it. Even the size of shoes that Hylos picks up, probably. By the way, in the meantime, when I was having a little bit of a cappuccino with extra milk, Miore picking up the Rizla. So that's probably the hero for Super Brag. Or rather, 100% is the hero for Super Brag. Celia with Moscow. We saw her being quite successful in Moscow in her old roster, especially with Boars Gaming females. So I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work. Also, I feel like Boars Valkyries have a crazy comp, I have to say. Because Boars Gaming females, they need to be super creative if they want to play this out. Whereas Boars Valkyries, they kind of just need to team fight. You know, just like go in, heavy spin needs to be decent, pin at least 1 or 2 guys, and that's it. Whereas for boards gaming females, they really want to play the fights well. Dubia needs to find the right angles, the right flanks. Valentina probably jumping in with her X-Borg needs to not be bursted down too soon. Though as heroes really go, I feel like Fumetsu picking up X-Borg is kinda smart, because he sees immune, he will ignore the heavy spin. Well, we have Boars Valkyries against Boars Gaming Females. Varmonex is on the desk to bring you the fun and the action. This is the battle for the 3rd place of Unbroken UA. And this is the female part of the things. Boars Valkyries against Boars Gaming Females. Sister teams now needing to deal with each other. Tori already getting the taste of the damage that will be dealt upon her if she stays in a bad spot. Xona also losing a bunch of her own HP. Luvia 1v1ing on the XP lane. Superbag, oof. Yeah, Superbag, by the way, rocking that full tank Terizla, right? With the tank emblems. Luvia. Oh my god, it is going. Yeah, I think Luvia got that. I have really low belief in Terizla getting that, because even damage Terizla has hard time out retreeing Paquito, but tank Terizla, I don't really think so. I don't really believe that tank Terizla was able to get that. I think Paquito has that almost 100%. Celia pushing Kari away, but still going into a deeper trade. Yeah, it looks like she has something to prove, but what are you doing, Celia? What are you doing? Relax. I get it, it's personal, but if you are gonna get killed by Kaori, then you prove kind of an opposing thing of what you wanna prove. Luvia almost hitting level 4. Fumetsu level 4 already, almost level 5 by the way. Boars Gaming Females, even without a single kill, already 200 gold ahead. Moving into this first turtle fight. Luvia almost level 4. She's gonna have that. Miora still trying to get one more camp. By the way, there's a 2v2 very deadly on the mid lane. FE Phenomenon super loud. Lunar Slaver as well. You need to drop that. You just give it to Boars Gaming Females. Boars Valkyries don't play it. Don't do it. But they will definitely try to do so. Resurrection pull on Xona. Xona is getting kind of low, but she's the revitalized super bag. Jumping in. There's a traction pull, but there's a heavy spin. Getting stolen away. Tori spinning around. Oh, Mayora is spinning as well. There is someone spinning even more. Fumetsu is spinning there as well. Is this a circus? What's going on? Everyone's spinning first blood for Miora. And in the end, they get it. SOD, by the way, connects. And Celia goes in. And right now, she proves that she is the gold laner. She's the gold laner that probably Boars Gaming Female wants, because she's there, she's ready to help, and she's getting kills. She's almost level 5, by the way, so she will have much easier time dealing with Kaori when she gets back to the lane. Great play from Boars Valkyries. They are right now 1000 gold ahead of Boars Gaming Females. Warrior boost being completed for Kaori. Moscow clean out the wave. At this moment, literally, Asilia is 2 levels ahead of Kaori. Ooh, that is really deadly. Lunaris Lover, oh, there's the engage on the mid lane. It's a 2v2. Xona tanking it all up, of course. Hylos has quite a... Oh no, super bag getting 1v2. Fumetsu with a dive. That's scary. Fumetsu dealing true damage, Luvia doing a lot of damage. So Superbag surviving that really hard. They will get a lot of the gold platings. SOD does connect. Oh, it misses just barely between Luvia and Fumetsu. It got thrown out of the map. Luvia, by the way, on a Hunter Strike. Miore having that cursed helmet for quicker clear. Celia picking her own item, Epiphenomenon as well, so the Thunderbelt will be getting the stacks. Luvia with a roam. Is she gonna get something? She is looking. Nah, probably she's just gonna go back. By the way, Vorax complete for Fumetsu after the shoes. So most of the players are on their first items though. Kaori probably is still needs to wait for a bit before she gets her own. Turtle in 20 seconds. Shoes for Celia. There is a recall in. Cory with a corrosion side. Oh, I think they are going to fight. But hey, Boars Gaming jumping back. They are on the same goal, even though just 2 minutes ago they were 1,000 behind. That's the experience they have. Turtle already started out, but Effie Phenomenon flying in, traction pull, pulls Xona. Xona's not the best target. Luvia still waiting in the bushes. Can she one-shot someone? Okay, half HP super back already, 1/3. Luvia SOD connects, and can she join? Yes, I think Celia can definitely join, but is she gonna do it? She's not really doing it right now. She's getting the tower. She's not joining the fight. There's a Miore trying to separate. Super back flickering out, and Celia is still forming onwards. Was it the right play? I guess it was, because no kills happening. Boars Valkyries able to get the top lane tower. The question is, can they defend the bot lane one, or are they just gonna give it? Well, my question got answered kinda quick. They are just gonna give it. There's a double stun into the immobilize, and traction pull. Traction pull not really hitting, and the X-Borg canisters pulling them backwards. Celia, oh no. Don't do it, Luvia. Don't do it. She has been your teammate just a couple games ago. Oh my god. That was tremendous damage. As Celia, oh, Xona getting wall stunned and killed. When I was looking how much damage Luvia is doing, I completely forgot there's the rest of the fight happening. Xona getting killed? Wow. By the way, she has Radiant Armor, which I'm not sure about. I know it's good against Lunaris Lover, but the rest of the team is just doing pure physical damage. Also, the Terizla is going 4x, so he's gonna have even more damage, by the way. I thought it's going to be a tank Terizla. Oh no, we were wrong. It's a 4x Terizla. Fumetsu, kinda tanky, but... Oh, her HP bar is disappearing. Lunaris Lover, maybe you need to respect the magic defense. Okay, great immobilize. Wow, that was beautiful. Tori just getting stunned. She cannot move. She's gonna die. Wow, how did Lunaris Lover do that? She read her like a book. That was absolutely gorgeous from the side of Boars Valkyries. Okay, Luvia getting stunned up. She needs to flicker out. Luvia. She's the assassin, but she's getting assassinated by just Marcel. Oh, she's getting stunned as well by just Marcel and Takai. Wow. Supra back in a great spot. She has the Vorax and she's ready to prove her mettle with this gigantic Warhammer. Mobilizing Xona, Fumetsu, she's looking for the right moment to strike. She needs to prepare to burn. Celia, by the way, with a golden staff. Also, Cory has that. Is the SOD gonna join? Is the SOD gonna hit? Right now, golden hour. Yes, the SOD connects. Celia, she needs to join. She needs to carry the C5. Miori actually securing the turtle. Cory getting bursted out. If Phenomenon dying there. Fumetsu getting killed as well. Is Cory and Fumetsu, two of them down. They're chasing for more. They're trying to get Xona, but they cannot really do that. Even though they tried to stun her to the wall through the Spear of Misery, it didn't happen. But Boars Valkyrie is winning out another team fight. Can Boars Gaming crawl their way back again? Celia is quite tanky. Did she swap the tough boots for warrior boots? Because I felt like Luvia was not doing damage. Maybe it was the reason, because the jab, it's sometimes tricky to see if it connected or if it didn't. Because it looked like it connected, but maybe it did not. Luvia, by the way, for Malefic Roar. Is that a second item of hers? Because I feel like it is. I think she literally went straight Hunter Strike into Malefic Roar, which is more so a ranked build, I would say. But I understand where she's coming from, because Miora tanky, Marcel tanky as well, Superbag also, so Malefic Roar makes sense. You want to be a threat to everyone, not just to two members that are hiding behind everyone else. Also, Celia isn't really in most of the team fights. She's joining when the team fights are already started, so you want to be a threat to the rest of the members. Celia, by the way, waiting really smartly in those bushes. Super back, Dominant size for her. 20 seconds on Lord. Luvia trying to fish for something, but ESEL, she knows. She knows her teammates. She's been playing with them. She knows that that's what they will probably do. And she waited for the right moment. Now she's gonna clear it up. And probably she will wait until she sees Luvia on the map. But if she doesn't, I don't think she's gonna walk into those bushes. Mayora waiting in this bush as well. Oh, she was getting hungry for Kaori. Okay, 1v1. Did she get pushed by Spear of Misery or was it Knockout Strike? Not really sure. Okay, Luvia moving. She's on the move. She's getting the bear camp? Nah, she's moving. I think she's moving, yeah. She's moving onwards. Oh, tree. Ooh, Lunar's lover trying to go for the bait. Supra. Supra, be careful. Supra, you getting burned. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Fumetsu in the bush. Fumetsu in the bush. He's gonna go through Supra. Luckily for Supra, Fumetsu couldn't really get off the second burn. Luvia, ESEL waiting in the bush. Spear of Misery has been used, I believe so. Yes. Or sound damage. Everyone's trying to be super careful, and it's logical. Well, I feel like the carefulness has been enough, because right now the Lord has been started up and Marcel is going in. There is the Glorious Buffet. By the way, last insanity being used defensively. This is a team fight for Boris Valkyries if I ever saw one. Miora still has her old Luvia SOD. ESEL joining in. Luvia trying to go for the backline, but ESEL is in the best spot. Okay, Lunar's lover getting one shot, but Sona is dead as well. Right now, Tori 2. It's mega kill for Miora, and they chase for Luvia. Is Luvia gonna be able to chase to run away? No, she can't. It's a double kill for ESEL as she tries to go for more. Is it going to be a triple? Is it going to be more? Fumetsu with the last insanity used up again, but ESEL cannot get more. But I don't even think she minds. She has been able to win a team fight against her old squad. They switched her, they exchanged her, and she proved them that she doesn't need them. Because right now ESEL is the biggest reason why Boris Valkyries are winning against Boris Gaming females, and that's such a sweet revenge story. ESEL getting the tower. I feel like Boris Gaming people have to be telling us, god damn, ESEL, look at her go. Like, I'm kind of mad, but I'm kind of happy for that lady, you know? It's probably a battle inside of them. Brute Force Breastplate. Lord marching in. I think they are kind of late to join the Lord, because I think Moscow is not really there. Lord will be dealt with probably. Yes, I think the only thing they can do is get them. Okay, they get the bot lane tower at least. One tower for one Lord. It's not the best outcome, but it's decent. Tori's pathway, traction ball, not really hitting anyone. Golden hour, oh no, Tori got stuck and she's gonna die. She's getting killed by the Torisla's second spell. Maker for ESEL as she gets the tower almost. And almost Kaori as well. It was looking like a 2-for-1. ESEL 4-0-3. Beautiful performance from her so far. Not really any single mistake. This Moscow has been played like, oh my god, there's engaged golden hour on 2. Kaori is not really there. She's out of it, but she's trying to do damage. She's trying to clear a wave rather than helping her team. What is Kaori doing? She should have been dealing the damage. Okay, she killed the wave at least. Direction pull, okay, barely hit in. Kaori dodging out. Oh no, Tori, she just respawned. Come on, leave her alone. It's a sniper. SOD connects. Unstoppable ESEL. I feel like she must be screaming right now. I feel like she's so happy about how she's performing right now. But right now, they need to close it out before Sona and Tori responds. They try to go for the base. Right now, 1 minute left standing, and Fumetsu get targeted as well. ESEL doing a lot of damage. She has the golden staff. She has all the items in her kit. She has the core. Can they do it? Can they do it in time? Sona has been getting respawned right now. I don't think they have the time anymore. I think they should stop trying to siege. I think this is the moment when you retreat and when you try to think about the next step. what's the next step going to be? Well, we probably know that it's going to be something regarding the Lord, which is spawning in literally 5 seconds. Celia 504. I mean, it's a beautiful performance all across the board. Literally, the whole squad of Boris Valkyries are playing so well. And they have the Lord. There was no contest at all. Boris Gaming females are kind of late for the party. Fumetsu, yeah, Fumetsu, don't try to do that. Yeah, I mean, she can kind of do that because she's Xborg. She's gonna respawn and then she's gonna respawn again and then she's gonna respawn again. So she literally has 3 lives. So she can be going a little bit more crazy, of course. But Tori, she's not having a good time. She's 0-5. Tori, damn. She needs to step the game up. Lord getting pulled away. They go for the tower right now. Now it's already war, but they go in. They want to end it right now. Heavy spin Tori for the back line. There's a traction pull. No, he asks Sona getting killed. Monster kill, super back. Right now you are missing one more front laner lover running away. Luna is getting killed, but there is still Acelia, and Acelia is ready to have fun. Acelia is ready to kill everyone in her sights, and she's right now going for the base crystal, ready to finish it off. And it's won. It's the first game won by Boris Valkyries against Boris Gaming females. How did they do it? How did they do it? I'm asking you, because this literally looked like, and I will be repeating myself, but it is literally looks like Palmetronio himself has possessed Acelia. And with a Moscow too. Beautiful performance. Marcel, Lunar's lover, Miora, Acelia, Supra, every single member of their team, they were playing great. Beautiful performance from Boris Valkyries. They are one step closer to jumping from the shadow of their sister team and being their own thing, because people will always be connecting to Boris Gaming females, or rather, people will always be connecting the strongest Boris Gaming females team to the other teams. And right now, Boris Valkyries are just one step away of being the team that Boris Gaming females will be connected to, because then it will not be like, oh yeah, Boris Valkyries are playing good, but Boris Gaming females are the stronger team from what we know. It could be a whole different story. It could be a whole different part of history, because from this point onwards, if they can do it, it will be, oh, Boris Gaming females are playing great, but Boris Valkyries, they are the real deal. They are the strongest female roster Boris Gaming have. God damn, they play well. So right now it's all in their hands. Right now they can seize it or they can break when trying to get their hands on it. And we will see all of that. We will see if they can execute or get executed. Here on Unbroken UA, of course. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. We are still having possibly 2 more games in this BO3. Of course, it's Boris Gaming females against Boris Valkyries. Right now, Boris Valkyries are 1 point up. They are on the match point. This is a BO3, so of course, that's how things goes. They are getting refreshed. You know, Supra getting her snacks in. Absolutely deserved. Beautiful performance. Beautiful performance. Kitoni as well. All of them. I've been saying it. But you know, let's not write Boris Gaming females off just now. But it definitely looks like it's what I've been saying at the start, you know, where they were having the goal of beating at least Foot Esports in one single game, and that's what they achieved. So what I'm seeing right now is that there is not the predator instinct anymore. There is not, you know, the hunger anymore. They feel like they're still playing good. They're still playing very good, but it's not as sharp, you know, and I get it. It's really hard because when you set out a goal and you either achieve that goal or you even overachieve that goal, because, you know, maybe it could have been just, all right, let's give a hard game to Foot Esports, and then they won the game. And it's really hard after you give a goal like this to your brain and you overachieve, you get past that goal even, if that was the case, and you try to kind of log back in. It's really, really hard. And It literally happened quite recently. It literally happened this week. So it's really, really tough to log back in, to be focused as you were before. So I get it. I get it. Whereas for Boris Valkyries, they didn't really have that. Didn't really achieve that goal because they didn't get this at least a single game out of foot. They didn't do that. So I see much more hunger in them. And also Acelia, she is taking this fully personally. Like, it's fully personal for her. This is a revenge story. I sense the emotions. I smell the emotions. Like, from the Land of Dawn to me, I sense them in the air. There's a lot of lightning, you know, a lot of lightning in the emotions that are being flown in the air. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Well, let's see. Maybe Boris Gaming females were able, you know, to shake things off, get locked in again, and it will be the Boris Gaming females as we know them, as we remember them when they were able to take on foot and still one game away from them, or it will be a repeat where Boris Gaming females, they play well, but Boris Valkyries are much more hungry. They want to prove themselves. They really want to do it. Because there's definitely much more on the line for Boris Valkyries. Not a single game in the regular season. Right now, they could prove everyone that they've been just unlucky. That BO1s, nah, who cares about BO1s? Oof. But with a Marcel takeaway, it will be a hard quest to embark upon. Because so far, I think every single time when Marcel has been picked up, he won. He definitely won in the first game, in the first series. He definitely won in the last game, in the first series as well. He won in the last game, in the first, in the first game from this series, which was the game before this one. So he literally has 100% win rate just today. He has that. So can they put a stop to it? Can they not put a stop to it? And you know, I feel like Belric is one type of hero who could do that, because given how the hero works, given how he's being played, he could do that, because he doesn't really mind. You just press the button, you press Breath of the Dryad after you flicker, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. So if Marcel stuns you after that, that's fine. Also, your passive works regardless of if you are stunned or not. So you don't really mind that as well. Oh no, but Akai slipped through. Oof. Well, I smell a third game in the air. I smell a pretty probable third game in the air, because this draft looks so good for Boris Gaming females and really hard for Boris Valkyries, because Marcel, Kai, Zatian, this combo is crazy. The only thing they are missing though is damage. So I would really like if they go Yujong XP, if they go, what is a crazy marksman that does like insane amounts of damage? Carrie? Nah, Carrie has too short range. I wanted to say Moscow, but that's been stolen by Acelia, so that cannot be happening. What can it be? What can it be? Also a good marksman against Moscow. So you need range. Clint? I would say Clint. Like, okay, Clint doesn't have the craziest amounts of damage, like in terms of DPS. He has more so a burst, and then he needs to kind of wait for some cooldowns. Of course, if we are not in the super late game, then yeah, he does so much. I would really like Clint. I think Clint could work well. I also think that he has good laning phase into Moscow, because he should be outranging him. I don't know about the wave clear, but I think it should be fine too. Paksha being banned, so they are thinking about a healing guy, which makes me believe that they really want to go Yujong XP for Boris Gaming females. Yeah, I think it's going to be Yu Jong. Okay. He's been banned. What now? Lapu Lapu? But then I feel like you don't really have that much damage, but you have a lot of CC and a lot of tankiness, which doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but who's gonna deal with Belric? Probably your marksman. Yeah, probably. Faveo's banned. Freya too, Sora as well, Paquito as well, Yu Jong as well. They still Lapu Lapu, god damn. That's rough. I wanted to say that, yeah, board game fans have a great draft, and they still do, but the problem is with the XP later. What you really gonna play there? Like Arlott? Are you going to play Arlott? But he is there more for the setup, not for the damage, so I don't think Arlott is the move. I think I don't know what. Ruby? Is Ruby the play? You know, maybe Ruby is the play. CC is the play, of course. Go CC. I think CC can work really well. Yeah, I think she can. She can kill the tanks. She can do a lot of damage. She can be built a little bit. No, don't go Arlott. It's a bait. Don't go Arlott. The Rizla could be fine as well. No, don't go Arlott. This is so risky. I'm really scared. I don't know if board gaming females didn't butcher their own comp, because I feel like up until the point of Arlott it was fine, but with the Arlott, I don't know. Arlott is really hard to pull off. You need to be really good with Arlott. You need to be having crazy final slashes. And the thing is, the combo is insane, but they don't really have that much damage, because Fumetsu, her biggest strength is the stun, is the CC. Luvia, her biggest strength are the stunts, are the CC. Tori, her biggest strengths are the stunts, are the CC. And surprisingly, for Xona, her biggest strengths are the CC. So this is kind of a tricky thing, because I'm worried about their damage department. I don't know if they have quite enough. But well, who am I to judge? I'm just the yapper. Of course, Warren 1X on the desk. This is the battle for the third place. This is the match point for Boar's Valkyries as they try to close it out and make their sister team cry. Asilia, this is a grudge match for her. Type who you cheering for, Boar's Gaming Females or Boar's Valkyries. This is the battle of the National Geographic. Boars against the Boars. Ooh, let's see. Can Boar's Gaming Females equalize? Okay, of course. That's the start you would expect. Oh. Yeah, Luvia. The problem is that you really want to play Arlott with a Petrify to have the kill pressure, but you cannot really do that in a competitive scene. You can do that in ranked, but you cannot really do that on a tournament. So what you end up with is Arlott who wants to snowball, because that's a really big strength of the hero, but he cannot really do it because he doesn't have the super crucial battle spell for him. Wait, did Luvia get it? Or did Supra get it? Can Miora get the camp? Well, it looks like Sona doesn't really want to let her. She's gonna chunk down Belric. But luckily for Miora, she gets it. Lasilia with a trade against Kyo. Kyori jumping back, actually. She's ready to show who's the boss here. But Asilia may be going a little bit that too deep. Oh, she jumps out. She is under the tower and didn't even need to use a flicker. Wonderful work from Asilia. By the way, Luvia pushing Supra backwards. Props to her. Nine seconds for the turtle. Can Luvia get the camp? Because if she can, she's gonna have level 4. Oh no. Joy is here. And Joy has the electrifying beats. And Luvia flickers over the wall. Can Joyce finish her off? I don't think so. Joy cannot finish her off. But Joy will... Alright, yeah. Did I ever tell you how hard it is to cast a Joy? You think she's gonna do one thing? Because she's on the left side of the screen? Well, you blink once, she's on the right side of the screen. Casting Joy, I have to say. Tough stuff. Right now, Fumetsu starting up the Lord. Turtle getting targeted. Oh, Kaori is here with the speed of light wheels. She's ready to help her team out. Celia, by the way, for recall, really smart play from Kaori because she knew that Celia cannot join the fight and she utilized that window to roam, to make a roam of her own. Ooh, Boris Gaming females are definitely stepping with the right foot into this game. Luvia so far 0-0 against Lapu Lapu. So it's kind of tricky because Lapu Lapu, he can always make a crazy burst. It's really hard to finish him. Oh, the electrifying beats are here again. Luvia was able to get out quite easily. I think she had the mark. She jumped in, she jumped back. Yeah, Akai, he's the king of the jungle. Okay, ooh, Belric, he really wanted that little. This is such a bone-chilling game. Luvia being cheeky with it. Stun? Oh, oh, oh. Luvia. Alright, I have to respect her Arnold gameplay. She's playing that quite well. She knows she cannot go in, because if she overcommits, Lapu is gonna jump on her and probably burst her down or just, you know, get her low. She's just playing it smart. She does what she can do. She never does more than what she can do. Is she gonna get the gold crab? Nah, she dropped it. 1v1. 1v1 over the gold crab. Luvia actually got it. Wow, Luvia. That's beautiful. Alright, the heavy spin. Okay, Supra needing to flicker out. Keeping her ult though. I'm surprised she didn't go for the ult, but yeah, it's understandable because if Fumetsu pushed the heavy spin button, it would have meant that Supra would... And she also right now has it for the fight, so that's kind of important if they wanna fight it. Will they fight it though? Joy is already on the move. Joy is here, and there's a stun. Tori needs to flicker out. There's the ult. Oh, Phoenix Descent. Oh, Miore. Fumetsu actually finishing off. Raging Slashes on 2, but Supra is kind of left alone, and she's getting pushed away. Fumetsu is not having the best angle. No one dies, really. But Boris Gaming females get in the turtle light, getting a lead for them. And it's kind of problematic, because Kaori, she's going to be the superior marksman in the late game. At least I believe so. One thing that goes for Celia definitely is that she should have the higher range, given how her hero works and how Kaori's hero works. But Kaori, ooh, at this moment, 2 levels ahead. Oh, Luvia is doing it. Luvia is playing this beautifully. Just look how Boris Gaming females are playing. They have 0 kills, but they are 2,000 gold ahead. This is beautiful. This is like from the... Oh, right. Maybe I overestimated them. No, Luvia is fine. This is just like stolen from the notebook of Boris Gaming, the main roster. This is controlled game. You only take what you can earn. Supra, half HP. She's trying to join the fight, but this is not the best target. Raging Slashes, SOD completely misses, and Supra is dead. She did not even have Vorix at this point of time. First blood for Fumetsu, and they get the purple as well. And Belric, okay, Celia getting 1v1 by Luvia, which of course is to be expected, because at this point of the game, Luvia is going to be super strong in those 1v1s. Celia had no business of winning this 1v1. Alright, Miora. Luvia knew that. Did Luvia even get it? Because it... Based on the movement, I think she did. I think she was missing a little bit more. I know she's level 10. Wow, this Arlot, the way she's playing it, this is just gorgeous. Supra, literally 3 levels behind Luvia, and that's just because Luvia has been able to play her laning phase so well. She knew that the first 3 levels are not her strong suit, so she waited for the right moment, and after she got 2 levels into the second spot, she started harassing Lapu Lapu over and over and over again. Oh, SOD connects on Zetian. Zetian trying to hide behind her teammate. Heavy spin pushing Moscow away, but Miori is probably going to be able to finish the job. Arlott is there, Tori getting killed, and it's 2v2 on the bottom lane as well, and Belric getting bursted down. Kaori with the true damage, speedy life, because I don't think Superbag has the tools at her disposal to run away. She flickers into the bush and makes it out alive. But I didn't believe for a bit that she's gonna make it so. Oh, Luvia getting stunned up. $70 seconds for the Lord. 4,000 gold for Boars Gaming females. And as I said, the scary part is that their late game is super strong. Xana meeting with Maore head on. Tori. No flickers though for Boars Gaming female, so Joy can definitely utilize that. Though I'm not really sure if she can 1v1 Kaori at this point. I feel like Kaori is kind of too far ahead. Xana meeting with Belric. Dominant size complete for Belric, so anti-heal coming in clutch. Celia with a golden staff. Oh no, this stun doesn't hit. Fumetsu is super beefy. She's not taking any damage at all. Belric, level 9. Okay, Luna's level so much damage through the Mystic Gash. SOD connects. Luvia is there, trying to go for the backline. And missing the final slash. Luna's level still alive. Celia is dead. No, because Kaori is there. And she's doing so much damage through the speed light and the true damage. Miori getting killed too. It's a 1-4-0. No, it's literally 0 for free. 0 for 3. And 0 for free, because Boars Gaming females, they're a different beast. They are different type of beast, and what they needed was Marcel in their hands. They are right now securing the Lord. DHS for Kaori. Chastise, Pauldron for Fumetsu. Really strong items being picked up, because right now, even though Kaori was already bursting out the tanks, she will be even more able to do so. So buckle up, Belric. You are getting cut down. Suproback, same goes for you. Really unfortunate. The early game didn't go well for Boars Valkyries, but on the other side, Boars Gaming females had spectacular laning phases. All of them. Every single one of them. Miori electrifying base, SOD, hitting Tori. Is she gonna go for it? Final slash on Luna's lover. Luvia, quite tanky, but getting taunted back into the tower. No, she's out. No, she's not. She's dead. But it was a trade 1-for-1. Luna's lover getting traded for Luvia, which I feel like is alright, because you also get a tower on the mid lane and maybe even an orange buff on top of it. Will you be able to get it? Yeah, I think you will be able to get it. The cursed helmet, never underestimate it. It's doing a lot of damage in the jungle. No, Belric, don't face check that. What did you do, mate? You are just gonna die. Okay, parallel alive. Belric, you are a madman. Oh, alright, electrifying base trying to go for Tori, but Tori is not the right target. Killing spree for Kaori as she, through the usage of flicker, survives. Same goes for Tori. Belric. Ooh, this is a spicy one. I knew Boars Gaming females are not going down this easily. They have woken up after the first game. They have woken up. Their draft much better. Their gameplay perfect. By the way, Bloodbank's been complete for Tori, so she will be even harder target to deal with. We have entered kind of a lull of the game where 12 minutes, 9,000 for Boros Gaming females is the goal lead, but without the Lord they cannot really advance because Cord, he is not that far behind, so he can still clean the waves up. But Illuvia having the Radiant Armor, so now even the Mystic Gush is not a secured kill. Raging Slash is being used in the bush, so no one suspects anything. Malefic Gun, by the way, for Corey. So she has that range. She has that range advantage on Acelia. Oh, Belric. Okay, Belric is fine. For a bit, I thought they would even go for him. As the mad boars they are. They are a great spot, by the way. She could really use that. Oh no, she recalled. I think she didn't have them at her vision. I think she didn't knew really. Or maybe she did and she decided that she's just gonna recall. She's just gonna farm, be given the Lord. That's the plan. Supra, be careful. By the way, Guardian Helmet being completed for Fumetsu. Ice Queen 1 for Lunar Slaver. Luvia. Golden Hour. Oh no, Golden Hour. This is exactly what's gonna happen. Wall bank, wall stun. Miore cannot really move. There's the heavy spin and Miore trying to run away. She's just dead. This is exactly what Heavy Spin's gonna do. Okay, can they get at least one kill? They cannot. Luvia is too tanky. Final slash on Lunar Slaver, and right now she's still alive. Lunar Slaver running away because Luvia, she's just gonna join the fight anyway. She's half HP even after this tremendous burst. Lord is marching onwards onto the bottom lane. 23k, not the craziest amount of HP for the Lord. Kaori, by the way, probably swapping shoes for Rose Gold Meteor. I'm not really keeping the count of the items, so I'm not sure. Maybe she still has the shoes, but what remains is that she's gonna have that item available to her. Acelia, by the way, we have Wind of Nature, so that can came in clutch. 16k on the Lord. Right now, Lord marching down. Yes, he charged the tower. Right now, tower almost getting dealt with. Belric right now tanking it all out. Oh my god, the Phoenix Ascendant 3! Lunar Slaver trying to run away, but it's too late. Mega kill for Kaori to the use of Speedy Light Wheels. She bursted them down, or rather, she bursted down. Lunar Slaver, you don't have the wave clear anymore. But does it matter because you were able to deal with the Lord? I don't know. Depends if Boros Gaming females decide to drop the siege or continue with the siege. And it looks like the siege continues. Cecilia, she needs to be clearing those waves because no one was really there for it. Lunar Slaver still 10 seconds. Okay, Cecilia jumping out. Wall stand on Belric. Oh my god, Cecilia still half HP. She's ready to clear the wave. Belric still alive. Oh my god, the final slash happens. Luvia, she doesn't miss those. Okay, she missed one on the mid lane. She doesn't miss them when it's death or alive kind of type of situations. By the way, Lunar Slaver is back in action. Luvia with an immortality available to her, so she can go even more crazy. 3-man stun into a ult. Golden Hour on 3. Wow, this was gorgeous from Xona. Luvia preparing the final slash. Right now, Panda getting killed though. Super back, trying to finish the job. Luvia, she still has that immortality. Raging slash is being used up. Super back. She's thinking about joining the fight again. Lane Shaker doesn't quite connect. She would have needed to flicker, but she didn't have it. Xona needing to run. Popping the revitalize. I don't know. I feel like, ironically, it's kind of getting harder and harder. And I feel like the reason why it's happening like that is because Kaori has hit her item spikes already. We can only see the swaps happening from her side. Whereas for Boros Valkyries, they are still obtaining their items. Lunaris is not full build, Mior neither, Acelia neither as well. So the longer this game goes on, it will just get harder for Boros Gaming females. Even though they have this late game security in the form of Kaori, the longer this game goes on, they are not gonna get stronger. They are, if anything, gonna get weaker. And Boros Valkyries are the ones that are going to be hitting their power spikes. So they need to make a quick work of it. 2 more minutes, it can slip out of their hands. Honestly, it might be already slipping out of their hands right now. Because when I saw the damage in the last fight, it looked like Boros Valkyries are not doing so bad after all. 40,000 HP on the Lord, 30k, almost 50% HP right now. Supra back, don't do it, Supra. Okay, Heavy Spin pushing them away. That's lucky for Supra, so she Oh no, she went in. Golden Hour catches her. Surprise. Try to get out. Brevis fire outwards. There's a land shaker. Okay. Brevis dry trying to stun them up. Says Sodi connects. Okay. Barry getting out. Super back. Chasing back. Final slash on 3. Luvia is there. Ready to engage. But there's the beautiful Mystic Gush keeping everyone at bay. And this is the late game guard I've been talking about. If you leave the guard to scale up, this is what's gonna happen probably. Vintage Crown being picked up for Mior. Right now, it could be the final defend, the final push. Boris Gaming Phoenix are trying to finish it off. Final slash again. Acelia is still alive. No one can really get to her. Feminine dunking it all up. Raging slash is on the back line. Shut down for Superbike. Barry getting killed. Luvia is getting killed as well. Acelia popping the immortality. Superbike getting killed. Most good for Corey. But Acelia is still alive. She gets Luvia. Can she get more? She's getting heavy speed. She gets more. She gets a double kill. Can she get a triple kill? Yes, she can get it. It's a shutdown. It's a triple kill. And they defend the base successfully. Boris Valkyries still holding strong. You cannot really blame me for wanting to have a little bit of a breather for myself, because this defense from Boss Valkyries, that went hard, and I absolutely understand the confusing faces of Fumetsu and everyone else. Acelia, don't do it. Acelia, what are you doing? Acelia, what in the God's name are you doing? Acelia, what did you do? What did you do, Acelia? Talk to me. What did you do, Acelia? This game was in your hands. Why did you go for the purple buff? Oh my lord. Is she gonna respawn in time? I guess so, but... Well, is she? Is she going to respawn in time? Because there's a wave coming in on the top side lane of things. 15 seconds. Bottom lane. Runner's Lover with a Holy Crystal, 10 seconds on Acelia. Is this really gonna be how it ends? Is this really gonna be it? Acelia trying to go for a purple buff and completely butchering the game? Oh my. For a bit I thought it's gonna happen. Acelia is back, but Acelia, don't do this again to me. My heart, it sank. I thought that Boris Valkyries have it, and then Acelia randomly goes for a purple buff. Acelia, don't do that. Queen's Wings for Luvia. So a little bit more damage, a lot more tankiness. They were kind of like in the damage, because Boris Gaming females, that's kind of the nature of the comp. Fumetsu, a lot of, I've been saying it in the intro, there's so much CC, but the only hero that's really just damage is Kaori. So a lot of work on her shoulders. Oh, this is not really the right spot. As SOD connects, Lunar Slav. Oh, she got stopped. Mr. Gash getting cancelled. Fumetsu with wall stunning her through the wall, and Lunar Slaver is dead. And just like this, it's a team fight won for Boris Gaming females. Beautiful performance from Fumetsu. She knew what's up. She knew she had to cancel the guard. She did that. And Boris Valkyries will have their base crystal explode just about now, because I don't think there's a single thing that they can do right now to still keep their base crystal alive. There's the final slice just for the style points. As Boris Gaming females equalize, it's 1-1, and we will be having a full BO3. Beautiful performance from Kaori, beautiful performance. I mean, what can I say? I've been glazing Boris Valkyries, now I have to glaze the whole team of Boris Gaming females, and especially Luvia. That laning phase was straight out of a book, it was straight like from a Wikipedia, you know, like it was perfect. If you have a friend who wants to learn Arlot, how to play Arlot, just tell him, watch this game that just happened, and look how Acelia plays it. Luvia plays it, and probably just from watching this one game, he's going to be become like 50% better at least, because this performance, the laning phase especially, because I see so many Arlots going crazy in the laning phase, losing their nerves, trying to make crazy plays happen too soon, or going too ham, too hungrily. But Luvia, she's been reserved. She knew what's up. She knew how to play it properly. She knew what she can do, what she cannot do, and she did exactly what she could done, and nothing more than that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Big shout out to Luvia. This was probably the best laning phase we saw so far from the 5 games that we had today, and it has been a big part why we were able to get into this full BO3, because even though her score didn't look too crazy, and also Kari went super hard, she did a tremendous work toward the victory as well. The reason why I'm praising the laning phase so much is that Lapu Lapu has been offline for the biggest part of the game. The rest of the team, they needed to respect the Arlot constantly. Arlot was moving onto the objectives, moving onto the turtles, moving onto the map, and Luvia was also 1v1ing Acelia at then one moment, so she also slowed her down. So I cannot really say too much about Luvia, because this laning phase it made the game. That's all I'm gonna say. That's upon which I'm gonna end. And right now, let's talk about the new draft. Both sides of the ladies look kind of locked in, thinking about stuff, thinking how to do it, thinking how to draft properly. And it's reasonable, because we see no smiles no more on any of these sides, because they know it's on. It's not really, it's not really, no jokes are allowed anymore, because before Wars Valkyries, yes, they were 1 game up, so they could be a little bit more relaxed, but right now it's 1-1. Both of them have their backs against their walls. This is it. This is the game. It's kind of not really kind of, it's literally like the first series where it was a full BO3 too, and I love it. Absolutely deserved from both sides to make it into a full BO3. They are not giving it to any, Boris Valkyries is not giving it for free to their opponents. Boris Game Phoenix is not giving it for free to Boris Valkyries. It's on. This is it. I love it. And honestly, going back to the score lines that we had, right? Boris Gaming Females having 4 points, Boris Valkyries having 0 points. I don't think, every single time Boris Gaming Females met Boris Valkyries, they won. And every single time Boris Valkyries met them, they lost. That's such a crazy thing to say after what we saw in the first game, even in the second game, because even though the second game has been really good from the side of Boris Gaming Female, still Celia was doing so much down, and there were moments when I was believing, all right, they are gonna make it back. The crazy defense of their base, of the base crystal, really, really crazy stuff. Right now, it's on. No more side switches. Boris Valkyries are the blue team. Boris Gaming Females are the red team. Let's see. You almost have the first banning phase finished. What's it gonna be? What's gonna be the first pick? Marcel being banned. Smart play. We saw Marcel win out so far in 4 games. Out of the 5 that have been played, 1 game he has been banned. This is the 6th one he's banned as well. So we will not be seeing him. Moscow ban. Respectable. It looks like Acelia will go for Moscow any chance she gets. It's kind of her staple at this point. Matilda first pick. All right. We saw teams experimenting with Matilda, being some degrees of successful. She didn't really seem like a crazy broken pick so far. She just kind of seems like she's there. She exists, but she's not doing the crazy stuff. Because I remember when I first started casting like a year and a half ago, it would be at this point, I think, something like that. Matilda has been hot stuff. She's been really, really strong. Teams were super prioritizing her. She was either a first pick or ban in the first 6 bans. So that was kind of how it was. Right now we are kind of paddling back to that. Akai being picked up for the jungle. That's natural. But I'm a little bit surprised that it didn't come from Boris Gaming females side of things, that they went for Baksha. But, you know, maybe they have a different plan. Maybe they know that Yujong might be really scary to them, so they wanna cancel out his healing. Maybe they know Lapu could be scary to them. They wanna do the same thing to him. Oh, Lunaris Lover going for Valier, so Baksha will have much harder time trying to run in, roll over everyone. Valier will always be there to push him away. I really like the combo of Akai and Matilda. I really like it. I said it even before, where Akai, he's there for the suppression. He's really CC heavy, where Matilda, she has some CC, but she also has a lot of damage and utility. So this combo, I really like it. Also, Matilda can help Akai position himself better. She can get him into really interesting angles. Slava will be working as the defensive linchpin. I mean, against Hilda, that's good. Against Hilda, that can work pretty well. I'm kind of surprised that they went for Hilda, but they didn't really have that many options because they needed more damage because they have a tank in the jungle. So they need like a lead, they need like Paquito, Hilda, someone like that. So I see where they're coming from. There is La being banned. What do they want to go for if they decided to ban Terizla? Did they feel like the comp would be too tanky? Because I don't feel... Oh, maybe the penalty zone is what they are scared about, because Guard can be pretty annoyed by that. And other than Terizla or someone else who could be picked up, there's really no threat on Guard. So maybe that's what they were thinking. Alright, Sora. But hey, Sora is kind of helping out Boris Gaming females too, because Sora could have been really good into Guard. He has quite a long reach if you pair it up with a flicker too. Can immediately cancel out Tori's ult, force her flicker, or even kill her. Depends on the phase of the game. Uranus. Okay. Uranus? Would that really be the pick? Because you have the anti-heal, because he would be healing much less. And also, I feel like they need more damage. Would really Uranus be the pick? I don't know. But, you know, it's Boris Gaming Females, which took one game off of foot, so who am I to judge? Probably they know it better. So I'm gonna trust them on this one. But I'm gonna be questioning it. A little bit. Second ban. Rather the last ban of this series, literally of this series. Carrie being banned. Carrie being banned? Would she be this deadly? Wait, so they really wanted to go a tank. Lapu being picked up. Because he doesn't have to fear Carrie no more. A lot of CC and a lot of damage. If Boris Gaming females are able to get Boris Valkyries into a choke point, ooh, that's bad news for them. Nathan is definitely one of the marksman heroes who can just carry the rest of the team with his damage. Oh, Supra is still going for that Yujong, is what I called in the beginning. I feel like Yujong can work really well. He can kind of prepare the play for Miore, where Miore can follow through on the Padrify. So Nathan, really decent range. And he will probably be kept safe by either Matilda or Valier. So even though he doesn't have the most mobility, I think it can work. I think it can be fine. But beware of the choke points. Though it's kind of hard. Because beware the choke points... It's true, but on the same note, with the same breath, they like the choke points as well. Because of Nathan, because of Supra, because of literally everyone else on their team. It's kind of tricky. Both of the teams really like choke points. The thing is, who's having more fun in them? I feel like a properly set up choke point might be better for Boris Valkyries, But there is one member that can make it or break it. And that is Tori. If Tori has a great spot to use her Mystic Gush from, to use the rest of her spells from, then she could destroy the whole team fight of Boros Valkyries. And if she doesn't have that, if she even gets cancelled from that by, you know, for example, Matilda, or even Yu Zhong flying in, well, then it will be a whole bunch harder. Boros Gaming females have taken upon Boros Valkyries. It has been back and forth. First game going into the hands of Boros Valkyries. No one believed in them, but right now you have to believe in them because they made it into a full BO3 after having 0 wins in the regular season. In the playoffs, they are one step away from making it into the 3rd place. Beating Boros Gaming females, their sister team. It's a grudge match. I've been saying it. Acelia using up a flicker at the start of the game. Well, let's hope she's not gonna get ganked in the next 2 minutes, because if she is, well, talking about the gank right now, look at Superbag. She needs to use her Petrify. She doesn't have the dash. She has it now. By the way, beautiful gank coming from Fumetsu. She knows her hero is fast, and she could have ganked before the level 2 of Superbag. Right now, she's missing the Petrify, so Luvia will have much easier time laning against Superbag. Loner's Lover getting pushed away. Oksana. Tori throwing the stunts. But his Superbag recovered quite well from this. Matilda going there to scout out the situation. Tori getting lethal, but not really focusing on the push of the mid lane, so... yeah, it's Gord. He can farm 2 things at the same time, and also he's playing into Valir, which is definitely comparable in terms of push. Matilda using up the wings. Oh no, there's the engage on Sona, and it's immediate one-shot, heavy spin into the wall, and it's a first blood. Boros Valkyries open up with a bang. Goal lead for them. Fumetsu, be careful. Someone can be in those bushes. Tori. Supra. Oh, Matilda, you chomped out a little bit more than you can chew. There is Acelia jumping in with her ult. Nathan doing a lot of damage. Still Black Dragon form and on 2. Only hitting 1. Fifth Phenomenon finishing off the target. Matilda with the finisher. Luvia on the run. She doesn't have the Raging Slashes no more. But Bravest Fighter keeps her alive. I don't know how, but she is alive. But this game suddenly starts super good for Boros Valkyries. And for Boros Gaming females, it's not going so hot. "90 seconds for the next turtle." And Acelia, I think she's smiling from ear to ear because she flickered. She literally flickered at the start of the game. And look at them. 1,200 gold lead for them. Can she get the gold crab? Oh. She's getting sniped by a bunch. Sona doesn't even have level 4, by the way. Gold crab going into the hands of Corey. Don't know how she did that, but she did. Oh, Matilda, she needs to flicker out. Gaiden wins for that extra movement speed. Lapu. Did Lapu ult? I think Lapu ulted. Raging Slash for the wave. Oh, there's the heavy spin, the typical stuff. Fumetsu cannot even move. She can move right now. She's gonna use the ult, but it's not enough. Miora finishes that off, and Acelia is there with the ult. She repositions, tries to go for Xona. Can she finish her off? There's a slow. No, she cannot, unfortunately. Or rather, fortunately for Boros Gaming females, yes. If Xona died as well, that could have been tremendously bad. Supra. By the way, from such a rough start, Supra is having a decent line against Luvia. Even going for a cut, because she knows that she can move first. And if Luvia wants to fight her, she can, but she's gonna... Oh, she did use it. Superback used her ult. Half HP though. She needs to play now. Luvia with a Vorax. She's on the move as well. Feather of Heavens for Asilia. Fumetsu, Superback going in. She needs to do it. Play now. Petrified knockup. There's a lot of damage. Shot residue. Brilliant. Everyone. Sona getting killed first. Superback getting traded for that. Miore pushing them away with the heavy spin. And it looks like they have to drop it, do they? I think so, because Asilia, she's super low. She needs to recall. Boris Varkis, I don't think they should be starting that, because they have no ults. On the other side, Kaori still has these knives. Luvia has her own ult. This is really unfortunate, because I see what Supra was trying to do, but it didn't really work out as well as she planned to, because everyone was kind of low, but not low enough. And Asilia paid with a lot of her HP, so she could not really play furthermore. Matilda, extra movement, speed to recon, kind of. Destroy tower by Asilia, by the way. Luvia right now picking up the warrior boots. She rides the Vorax, is the classic, we know. Almost every Lapu does that in competitive scene. Only your ranked Lapus rides the shoes. That's on you guys. Kaori with the Sky Piercer. So every single kill that she will have from now on is going to acquire her more stacks for that extra execution. Supra with a dash. Keeping her from the embrace of the muscled Hilda. Would really like to do some damage, but right now it's a lot of damage being dealt in her face. 0-3-1. 0-3-1 for Xona. He's not having a good time. By the way, swap happened. Celia is kind of playing into Lapu Lapu, whereas Yujong is playing into Kaori. Now Kaori respects that Yujong a lot. Fumetsu, Turtle in 14. Celia should have the first move. Because she is ranged, I don't think Luvia has what it takes to 1v1 her. Supra, by the way, with an Oracle, so extra healing for her. Even more tanky. Fumetsu, going to prepare the play, scouting it out. Kaori with a Hunter Strike. Lapu Lapu is there. Celia getting poked a little bit. Almost level 10, by the way, on Celia. She might be the highest level. If she gets that level 10, she will be the highest level for the time being. And she is. Xona between 4. She needs to flicker out. There is the guiding winds into the eagle. Black dragon form flying on their faces. Oh no. Luvia jumping for the backline. Once level getting bursted down. And Celia wasn't even in the fight. She has the concentrated injury, so she can maybe heal back. Xona getting killed finally. But there is Superback leading the charge in the face of Luvia. But her form has disappeared. She doesn't have it no more. And I believe Luvia should have kind of soon her bravest fighter. She doesn't have it just now, but she could have it eventually. Or where is it? I felt like it should have came off cooldown like faster. But yeah, maybe I'm overestimating how much cooldowns she has, because let's remind everyone, she just has the Vorax. I don't think she completed her second item just yet. So no more cooldowns than from Vorax. She also got nerfed by a bit. So, also the ult is not maxed. Fumetsu with a Radiant Armor, Xona also, so even less magical damage will be dealt to them. It's kind of tricky, because Superback, I get what she's doing. I think she is going that Vorax Oracle route, so she's more tanky. Oh, is that a dive? Oh, is that a dive? Tori, she has a flicker. I think Supra knows that. Verify, beautifully used, but no sharp residue on Tori. Oh, hit her, smack her. Yes, she gets that. The burn is there. Fumetsu, she did not take the best fight. The best 2v2, that wasn't it. She will get burned by the sharp residue. I think she is just getting finished off. Superback with a great 2v2 with her mid laner. Loner's Lover getting saved by Supra. Great cooperation. Sona went to defend her own tower, but I'm not sure if that's really the play, Sona. Okay, she'll try to run out, she got slowed. Yeah, it was fine, but for a bit I thought she would be dying for it. Pain with her own life. Tori, by the way, Ice Queen won, so the choke points will be even more choky. Queen's Wings for Luvia, more cooldowns, also more damage. Lapu Lapu has to be respected right now. Matilda scouting it out. Matilda, be careful. You have quite a lot of movement, but do you have enough? Luvia. Malefic Roar being completed for Karori, so she can get through the tanks now. Supra. Supra. She is waiting for the right moment to strike. She knows they are in the bush. She now knows that Kari walked in there. And she's gonna do it. She jumps on top of Kari. Kari getting almost bursted down, but unfortunately she has not been stacked up by the Shard residue. Black Dragon flying on their heads. Luvia going onto the backline, but she's healing herself so much. Landshaker, Raging Slashes, but now she has no tools at her disposal. Landshaker, that's the last cast she gets off. Okay, beautiful. Why did Tori stop her ult? What did she do? Why did Tori stop her ult? This ult could have went super hard, but the only thing it did is nothing. It literally did nothing. Because Boris Valkyries getting 2 kills off of that and getting the Lord into their hands. Because I don't believe there is a single way of Boris Gaming Female still in this objective way. Oh my Lord, what is happening? Boris Valkyries are dominating Boris Gaming Females in this second game. I know it's only 4k difference and it's still playable, but the way this last teamfight looked, Luvia was trying her hardest, but Tori unfortunately misclicking that ult. The ladies are not in sync. It looks like they blew all their power in the second game. Queen's Wings for Superbag, more damage for her, which is, by the way, kind of what I wanted. So I like it. Luvia. Luvia. Yeah, Luvia's not taking any damage. Okay, I know Shower Residue didn't get proc, the first spell didn't hit, but she's not taking damage. Supra. Fishing for the right moment. Right now they know their opponents are dealing with the Lord, so they will easily just pick up the mid lane tower, you know, like it's no one's business. And can they get even more? They're trying to hit the mid lane one. Tori using the Mystic Gash defensively. Mid lane one almost getting dealt with. The top lane one, half HP. The bottom one, not touched a single time just yet. 5,000, almost 6,000 gold lead for Boris Valkyries, as they should have the superior late game. This is a scary spot. This is a tough spot to be in when you're Boris Gaming Female. Cecilia getting the tower finished off finally. Half HP for her, but the tower is finally gone. And right now, it's only 2 more towers. If we compare, Boris Gaming Females, they only got one. They only got a single tower off of the side of Boris Valkyries. Just a single one. Kaori picking up the Deep Sea Halberd. That will definitely help, together with the Malefic Roar that she picked up recently, just before this one. But I don't know if it's enough, because who's really there to deal with Asilia? Who's really there? Luvia can do it with the help of Tori, but that needs... I mean, that means that Luvia needs to be in range of Tori, so that means that Asilia needs to be in range of Tori. And if she is not in range of Tori, I don't think Luvia can do it on her own. We saw her try. But Nathan, he is healing quite a lot. He is almost full build. He has the concentrated energy. He also has the penetration. And look at Luvia. She's not really doing anything wrong, but she's 3k behind Cecilia. And that's a late game marksman we're talking about. This possibly could be the last Lord, this possibly could be the last team fight, but if I'm Boards Gaming females, I'm dropping the Lord. Just give it to them, don't try to steal it, because you want to get them into a choke point, but you know what? Maybe with a nice poke, it could be a nice start. Oh, Matilda, she's not visible. Tori, are you gonna get taken down by that? Black Dragon form flying through. Luvia looking for that backline flank. 19k on the Lord, half HP, 1/3 maybe. Super bag, half HP. Oh no, she's getting bursted down. Petrified for the front line. I don't think this was the target. Super bag, she's getting destroyed. Kaori getting through that. Super bag getting killed. Xona tanking it all up. Luvia running backwards, and they are getting forced from the Lord. Beautiful team fight from Boards Gaming females. This is how it's done. This is what we were expecting from them. Kaori with the deep sea halberd, cleaning up the team fight. Oh wait, right now Matilda flying in. She's getting the knockup of Cecilia. Got transported into the backline side of things, but she got stunned up. Line shaker, Cecilia is gone. And right now no one's there to stop Kaori. Kaori, she's gonna carry. Kaori, she's gonna hit everyone in range, and she's gonna do a bunch of damage. The start was nice, but Cecilia hopping in into the face of Luvia, getting smacked by the big sword in her face, getting stunned up and getting killed. Cecilia is almost trying too hard again. I see a little bit of that DNA from the first game where, or rather from the second game where she tried a little bit too much and then it started slipping from her fingers. Cecilia, relax. We know you can do it. Just don't overplay it. Supra, face checking Fumetsu. Supra not level 15 just yet, just because she's helping out the team, but maybe that's what the team needs. Heavy spin on Fumetsu, but she's quite tanky. Can you even kill the tank? I'm not sure. You maybe burnt everything just on the tank. Sona trying to go for the backline. She's buying some time for her immortality getting popped, but Superback is in there in the backline for her on her own. Killing spree for Cory as Luvia makes it into their own backline. She's trying to do a lot of chaos, a lot of damage. Line shaker, she finishes off Cecilia. Luvia done it. Luvia was able to kill the marksman. She was able to kill the beast. How did she do that? Luvia, how did you do it? Luvia, this is the name. You have to remember, this is the name. That was the reason why this team fight has been won. Beautiful flicker from Luvia, and this is the only reason why Boards Gaming females are able to advance, why they were able to jump back into the game, but they are able right now to try to get Lunaris Lover off this turtle of this Lord, and maybe be thinking about getting the Lord of their own. Half HP on there. Matilda flying in, looking for the right target. Kaori keeping her pace. Oh, Kaori flickering out, but now she has been found by Matilda Airlines. She's getting stunned to the wall. She cannot move. She's gonna get killed. And as I praise Luvia, I have to praise Matilda. This was beautiful. Roamer from the side of Boards Valkyries played this to a T. This was gorgeous. Coming back clutch. Matilda, first pick. Now I understand everything. But come on, you have to get the Lord. You don't really have that much of a time. You need to start it up. It's 4v5. Yes, this is a good spot, but you need to be getting the Lord. If you don't get it now, you will probably not have a better spot to get it. Matilda, oh no, you stayed for too long. You are just gonna, okay, jump out. Matilda still alive, 1/3 of her HP. Cecilia, by the way, completed the Holy Crystal. Black Dragon scouting stuff out, trying to go for Tori. I think she should be your target. See, she still has Flicker, all right. The Supra not really hitting that. She missed the Purify, missed the Purify. Meora getting the objective. Cecilia dying again. Supra back dying too. And even though you have the Lord, is it enough? I'm not sure. Sona trying to chase you away, and Boards Gaming females again surviving the onslaught. They are making it so hard for Boards Valkyries to finish this game off. The Lord will be dealt with. Tori, can she? No, she cannot miss the guy. Oh, she can! Shut down for Tori! And this is 49 seconds for Lunaris Lover. And the wave is just coming in. The wave is the access point to the mid lane tower, where finally Boros Gaming females can start to push. And even though all of them have full builds, a little bit of that gold injection for the item swaps, for the potions, that's always welcome. Super back. Kiori is playing those team fights perfectly. Celia is a little bit too emotional, and I get it. It's a grudge match. I've been talking about it like that, but she needs to relax. She needs to lock in. We know Celia can play super well, but the emotions are getting the better of her. Tower destroyed. The minions are winning the game for ya. 3 towers for Boros Gaming females. They will try to make it 4. But can they really? Because I don't know. Celia is not there. But only 1 minion left. You are just kind of waiting. You are just kind of waiting when the moment comes when you can go for the Lord. But you know, they decided right now it's go time. Black Dragon form flying in, going for Tori. There's the Petrify, a lot of damage on Tori. She's getting burned by Shard residue. She's basically out of the fight. She cannot fight furthermore. Luvia trying to go for the backline, but she could not even finish her flicker into the Land Shaker because she died. She died into immortality. She's still alive. Okay, she respawned. There's the Tori using the Mystic Gash, but it's kind of late. Only hitting the tank. Fumetsu is there left alone to her own devices. She's getting stunned to the wall. She can't really move. She's dead. Celia finishing her off. And right now, Boros Valkyries should possibly be getting this Lord uncontested, but will they really? Because I don't even know with this game anymore. Wishing Lantern for Celia. She's going to be able to chomp down the tanks better this time. $60K to $60K, 14-9, 22 minutes. Boros Valkyries against Boros Gaming females, 1-1. This is the last game, and this could be the last Lord. Let's see which of those two teams will get the 3rd place, which they were battling for the last 1 hour and a half. Who's gonna get it? Lord is marching onwards. It's kind of the 6v5. Can they close it out this time? 30k on the Lord, half HP on the Lord. Sona with the backline flying, trying to go for the right target. Mr. Gash, Celia is dead. There you don't have to carry. Luvia trying to go for the chase. Black Dragon Form immediately being used as the defensive tool. She's trying to buy some time. Super back, trying to stump them in their tracks, and she has been successful in there. But you lost the Celia, you lost the Lord. 90 seconds for that, and 47 for Celia. Can you finally get the tower? Well, you cannot. I feel like the tower is just gonna stand until Boros Gaming females either win the game or lose the game. You know, like, probably what's gonna happen is that if they win a team fight, they're just... You know what? I think it's gonna stay there nonetheless, because if they lose, they are not gonna push it. If they win, they are not gonna push it either, because they are just going to go through the bottom lane, where there is only one tower. That's the easiest way to get into the base. You don't really want to go through mid. Oh my god, Tori getting that kill off? 60 seconds for Supra. She's not gonna be there for the Lord. This is humongous. Because Boros Valkyries will have to give this Lord. And they will also get a tower. I spoke too soon. They are able to get the tower. Winter Crown, by the way, for Fumetsu. So she's gonna buy some time of her own. When she's going to be in a pickle, when she's kind of low, she can pop that and be even more annoying. Waste more time. 14 seconds for the Lord. And I feel like Boros Gaming females are in a really, really strong spot to get that. They will maybe try to make it even better with the mid lane push. Not really. Tori decided against it. She rather recalled into the base to get her mana back. She's gonna pick Up a purple buff on her way. Not really. It's left for Fumetsu. Tori trying to go for the stun. Matilda getting chomped down. Why do they not start the Lord? Supra Beck is back in action. She can fly with the Black Dragon form. This is going to be a 5v5. This is going to be a 5v5. You missed the angle. Boars Gaming females. You missed the angle. I repeat, this will be a 5v5. And who's gonna get it? I don't know. I don't know at all. Matilda trying to scout it out, but Matilda getting bursted out. She is into Harry Mortality respawn. She has been to crown also. She's buying even more time. Black Dragon 4 trying to buy some time. Verifying Tori. She doesn't have to shower residue on her though. Heavy spin being completely wasted right now. Superbag is the target and she's gonna go down. Superbag is dead. I repeat, she's dead. 70 seconds on Superbag, and this means that Boars Gaming females might possibly finally be able to get the Lord, which they were waiting for. Miora. Be careful where you walk in. This Lord is theirs. But will the base be theirs? Because Boars Valkyries, they didn't play this fight right. But I feel like they are not going down this easily. I don't feel like it's just going to be a push with the Lord alone. I mean, the Lord is quite tanky. The HP bar is not showing up just yet, but I think this is 26 minutes. He should have like 60k? I think it should be something about that. 65k? Okay, alright, I spoke too soon. It's 46. 46k for the Lord. Finally, mid lane tower being pushed, so I wasn't really truthful with my with my prediction. Right now, 4 immortalities for Boars Gaming females, only 2 for the side of Boars Valkyries, which of course is reasonable because the Matildas have been popped. Stun. This is tricky. This is really tricky. No one wants to make a bad move, because if you get wiped, your base gets killed too. Oh, the Lord charging in, and as well, Black Dragon form, Luvia getting bursted down. So much damage being done to her. Celia doing a lot of damage of her own. She has immortality. Verify finding Tori. Sona almost getting killed. Celia popping that immortality on Fumetsu already. The Winter Crown. Lord has been dealt with. It's basically gone. I think they will just be able to defend it this one more time. It's a 27-minute long game, and I cannot believe my eyes, because it's just going back and forth, and I don't even know if it's going to end before the 30-minute mark, because both of those teams, yes, they do some mistakes, but it's never a game-losing mistake. It's always, all right, someone gets a little bit more ahead, someone gets a little bit better of a spot, but none of those teams make game-losing mistakes. And it must be so tiring. Just imagine you are playing for 28 minutes. It's the last game. You either make it to the 3rd place or you break. 30 seconds for the next Lord, and I don't even know if it's going to be the last. Lord, 80k HP on that big Chungus. Knock-up on Kaori. Immortalities are still 4 in count for Boars Gaming females. Only 2 from what I see for Boars Valkyries. Xana trying to buy some time. Alright, Luvia as well. Cecilia jumping out. Luvia. And I think they bought enough of time. I think the Lord will be dealt with. Or will it be? Is someone? No. Fumetsu secures that. Verify on Tori though. She still has immortality, so she's gonna respawn. Super back in the backline by so much time, so they can deal with Xana. Celia is still alive, and she still has immortality. Winter Crown, by the way, being picked up for Tori, which needed to flicker. Xana also. Right now, Lord marching down the mid lane, and you are trading an XP laner for a roamer, which I'm not sure if it's going to be playable right now. The Lord marching down the mid lane, 50k on that guy. I believe so. Luvia, immortality. Tori, immortality gone. Kaori, she has hairs. Fumetsu, she doesn't have that one. Miora still has hairs. 3 on the side of Boris Valkyries. Is this going to be it? Celia flickering out, so she survives through the ult. Flicker is still capped. And right now you need to defend 42k on the Lord. And if you focus the base, I think it could be it. Kaori getting pushed away by the heavy spin. Kaori flickering out. 33k on the base. Crystal getting attacked. 20k on the Lord. I think they can just finish. Just hit the base. And they do that. Boars Gaming females are able to close this one out after a tremendously exhausting series. Oh my lord, what a series this was. This was crazy, diabolical. Everything happened from a clutch to a crazy 1 HP survival to a crazy steal, engage, backdoor, flank. We had everything. We literally had every single thing you can want from a competitive MLBB game. I have to congratulate the Boars Gaming females. But before I do that, I have to congratulate the Boars Valkyries because they had a crazy series. Big props to Celia. Unfortunately, emotions got the better of her. But she had a crazy series. What a statement from her. Boars Gaming females, I know you're probably happy with Kaori, but goddamn, Celia is cooking. Well, congratulations to Boars Gaming females. It happened with a result that we expected. Or rather, with a winner that we expected from this duel, but not how we expected it to happen. Phew. It was pretty exhausting, especially since I was solo on the desk, but the games were so exciting, and I am so happy I was able to bring them to you today. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Definitely drop a like, drop a subscribe if you didn't already. This was the battles for the 3rd place, just for a repeat. This was Unbroken UA, male and female part. For the male part, Itami won the 3rd place battle. For the female part, it was Boars Gaming females. Congratulations to both of those teams, as they will be obtaining a piece of the prize pool for themselves. This was the start of the playoffs. Of course, you will be getting the grand finals as well. That will be, just for a quick recap, that will be between Foot Esports and Falcons Vega for the side, for the female side of things, and it will be between Boars Gaming and you next for the male side of things. So definitely lock in, stay frosty so you know when it's coming. Join the Discord if you didn't already. And once again, this was Unbroken UA, brought to you by ESEL. This was Warren1x on the desk, and this will be all for today, folks. See you next time, and as Care loves to say, game on.